Center, where we specialize in treating missing teeth and creating that perfect smile in just one day.
Dentists recommend Fusion Implant Center because our board-certified doctors ensure that every procedure is done correctly, painlessly, and cost-effectively in our state-of-the-art facility.
The Fusion Implant Center is the only facility in Louisiana equipped with a team of experts where no procedure is too complex. So if you have failing teeth and want to eliminate dentures completely, ask your dentist about the Fusion Implant Center.
Make today the day you change your smile forever. Call us or visit FusionImplantCenter.com. Remember, one moment can change a day, and one day can change your life. Your perfect smile starts at the Fusion Implant Center.
Benny's Oil Change is turning 3, and you're invited to the party. Swing by Saturday, May 10th for 50% off oil changes, free snowballs, prizes, and more. Plus, join the Benny's Club for just $5 your first month. Only at the Benny's in Gonzales. Learn more at bennyscarwash.com.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service.
Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. With 5 new brands and a huge selection of certified and pre-owned vehicles to shop on one lot, we're sure to have the right ride for you.
Shop BayouFord.com and BayouCDJR.com or come see us just off I-10 in LaPlace. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Insurance companies have teams of professionals to fight your claim. If you want to know what your case is really worth, I'm Spencer Callahan. I'd like to help.
Spencer Callahan is the one to see. Call 387-2323.
LA filing number 16-7970.
WNXX Jackson, KNXX Donaldsonville, and WDGL HD2 Baton Rouge. This hour brought to you by Spencer Callahan Injury Lawyers. LA 21-12681. Offices in Baton Rouge.
Good morning. It's 7 a.m. here on Monday, May 5th. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect cloudy skies with a high of 81. In hour 1 of today's show, we'll recap LSU's series against the Texas A&M Aggies, and we'll talk about LSU football's latest transfer portal edition. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN and watch us on YouTube at the 104.5 ESPN channel. Hour number 1 of Off the Bench, live from the Mercedes-Benz Baton Rouge studios, starts now.
Let's go, baby, let's go!
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
Yeah, 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 yeah!
Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
Hey, they said I gotta come off the bench.
Now, here's Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Hope you're having a great day today. Star Wars Day yesterday. It's Cinco de Mayo today. Unfortunately, no Alondra Villarreal here in the studio with us. I was really looking forward to it, but instead, we have the decidedly not of Mexican heritage Jacob Beck. So it's not even anything that you did, Beck, to disappoint me. It's kind of like, it's a bit like Step Brothers, just your stupid face. I just want to punch it.
Okay.
God, man. Anyway, but Beck, it is good to have you. How are you doing today, man?
Doing all right.
Yeah. We of course have the indomitable Taylor Sharp. See, that was kind.
That was pretty nice.
Yeah. Indomitable in that, you can't get him to shut up. Just keeps talking, no matter what you try to do. Tay, what's up, man? How you doing?
Doing good. I'm glad you explained to Beck, like, it's not him, it's actually you. That's how I feel when I take the personal text every morning, but I appreciate the indomitable. I like that.
Yeah. Anyway, guys.
I'm going to start using that.
Jake will be around shortly. He's on dad duty today, doing some dad stuff this morning. So he'll be around here a bit later in this hour. And I hope everybody's having a great day today. And I hope you had a great, a great weekend as well. Unfortunately, this baseball series It's such an incredible series, pretty much top to bottom, right? Save for maybe game one spiraling a bit, but for the majority of game one, a top tier pitching battle. Anthony Ianson. I mean, it bums me out that Ianson's performance comes in a weekend and not like a Thursday night like the Cade Anderson one did, because it's not going to get, and because of what happened in game 3, it's not going to get the love, the respect, or the accolades that it deserves. Remember, we sat here and basically lauded Cade Anderson for an entire hour. I want to do that same thing with Anthony Ianson this hour. I just don't know. I don't know that that's going to be the reality with how the rest of the series ends up playing out. But Anthony Ianson, second half of a doubleheader on Saturday, gotta have it, back against the wall, series on the line, and he turns in an absolute gem. Are you kidding me? 9 innings, 14 Ks, 1 walk, 3 hits, only 1 run given up. And it's close the entire time. It's not even like he had the comfort of run support or anything like that. No, I mean, just clinging on the entire time, mowing him down. Complete game, saving pitching for the rubber match. Complete game win, saving the series. And then, unfortunately, you honored his performance for 23 outs. Is that right? Did I do my math correct there? Yes. For 23 outs on Sunday, it looked like you maybe had it, and then, we'll get to that bottom of the 8th inning on Sunday where everything ended up going wrong. But if you want to lead with a positive, Anthony Ianson, who has all he's done this season is ascend. From where he started to where he is now, I think you could argue that he may be the most improved player on the entire team. Again, 9 innings, 14 Ks, 1 walk, 3 hits. Against a lineup that is playing pretty damn well right now, and you saw the damage that the top of that lineup could do. Remember, we had Jay Johnson on Thursday. He called Sorrell one of the best hitters in the entire country, and unfortunately that ended up coming all too true. No, even Ianson ends up giving a hit up to Sorrell in that 9th inning with 1 out. But what's he do? He comes back, he strikes out the last 2. So, Ianson's performance amazing, but LSU ends up losing the series. They lose game 1, 3-1. They win game 2, 2-1, and lose game 3, 6-4, where you had a 4-2 lead in the 8th with 2 outs and just couldn't quite get across the finish line. Those stupid freaking bubbles. That is the most frustrating part about losing in College Station, is that as if the depths of A&M weirdness, you every time you think there's a limit, they go weirder. Somewhere, I guess I appreciate in some sick, twisted, ironic way. But you lost to human adults blowing bubbles. That's always a bad, bitter, sad feeling. So, okay, we'll get into all this. I know I'm a bit all over the place. It's just that the series itself felt a bit all over the place. I mean, I guess the thing that you have to mention off the top here is, unfortunately, this is kind of a weekend defined by Zach Cowan. And it sucks because he's defined multiple games for you this season in which the definition was win, and you won because of Zach Cowan. And he enters this week with a sub-2 ERA, maybe the best one of the best arms out of the bullpen in the entire SEC. But for whatever reason, Texas A&M just had Zach Cowan's number and then some. Lasts a third of an inning in game 1, and that pitcher's duel ends up giving up the 2 runs that are the difference. And then comes in on Sunday in the rubber match, needing to get you 4 outs. Can't do it. Ends up giving up a hit to get A&M within 1, and then Sorrell launches a home run. Aggies up 6-4. Freaking the series. And the thing is, it's not the end all be all. You got 1 of 3 on the road. Hunt Palmer laid it all out in his excellent piece on LouisianaSports.net that we broke down on Friday. His resume builder. And as he laid it out, what you needed to do over these next 2 weeks were basically take 3 of 6. So going 1 of 3 on the road keeps you kind of right on track with that. But to be so close for this series, and honestly, this series is a series to be applauded. Like, if you can remove the emotion of losing out of it, which is impossible to do, I get it. But what a well-played series between 2 very good baseball teams. I mean, high tension, high pressure moments, every single pitch. And guys were bringing it for 3 games in 2 days. And unfortunately, you end up on the wrong side of it. And it always sucks, especially bad, to lose to the Aggies. Just lame. Back Tay, I'm done just vomiting my stream of consciousness. What were y'all's thoughts of the weekend?
Yeah, you and I were talking about it a little bit before the show. It was like, it had kind of worried me all season long. Not Zach Cowan. Cowans have been excellent, but it was like, anytime you were in that spot, hey, no big deal, we'll just go to Zach Cowan. He'll come through for us. Until he doesn't, right? And then it was twice this weekend. The first game on Saturday and then Sunday as well. And then your bats are ice cold right now. And they kind of have been since the Oklahoma series. I mean, they've been a little hit and miss. I mean, you've come up with big-time hits. I'm just talking top to bottom in the lineup, your consistency in the lineup. It really hasn't been there. I mean, against Tennessee last weekend, you got the timely hits, but again, you had to rely on your pitching a little bit more. This weekend, it was kind of more of the same.
So, and maybe A&M's going to be tougher to say that they fall into this category. But I mean, haven't you been facing some of the top-tier pitching? I guess I don't know what Auburn's whole staff is like outside of Dutton, but it is a bit of a timing stuff, right? They're also running into some of the best pitchers in the entire country, and they're finding some success in the margins. I guess the only explosion game you would have had would have been Game 3 of Tennessee last week, which you felt like was hopefully going to wake you up for this weekend. But we told you the other day that Prager's had a bad year, and Mike Crosby, but we told you that he has the potential, that we know what Prager can do, just like we know what this A&M team can do. And the setting was flipped from last year. You were the desperate team. They had to have, or excuse me, you had to have it. You were at home. This year, everything was flipped, and they did the exact same thing that you did to them last season. But yes, I guess the bats have cooled off. But they're still finding, and really, like, the team as a whole is still finding ways of winning very close games or being in very close games. Like, it's, I don't know. I guess why I'm kind of stumbling over what I'm saying is because you are right in that the offensive production has not been as high, but I guess maybe I feel like that's just going to be a bit of a reality with the arms that you're going to see for, I mean, everything outside of maybe like the South Carolina series. But I mean, once you get to the SEC tournament, then you're going to be into the college tournament. Like, it's going to be tough sled. It's going to be tough in. You're going to be going against the best pitching in the country. But maybe I'm being too generous here. Maybe I am just wrong. They are ice cold and they have to get out of this slump.
Yeah. One thing I didn't disagree with the decision, but also didn't seem like it really worked having Jared Jones lead off. He was 0 for 4, or 1 for 4 on Saturday in the second game, and he was 0 for 4 on Sunday. So I kind of wonder if that was just like we got to try something because it's not really working. And that sometimes that isn't the answer necessarily, just because you haven't been hitting very well. It's like we got to try something different, but maybe it's just that the guys have gone cold, and it happens in baseball.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know. Well, we just have to ask Jay.
Yeah,
what the thought process was. I don't have the baseball acumen to break down. Maybe you moved Curiel to 4, so it's like
which. We talked about his 43 game
base, and then
we talked about his 43 game on base streak ending. But after that, T-Bob, he goes 4 for 4 against Tennessee, and they got to have it Game 3. He was excellent in the midweek as well. Curiel's right where you want him to be, and then you move him down in the lineup.
So
I
again,
didn't like that at all.
The only thing that I can think is that because he's hitting so well and so high for average, that he just thought maybe more run production comes out and put him in at 4, right?
Get him up to bat with more people on, maybe.
I mean, I don't know. That would be my simplest layman kind of interpretation. But I also see what y'all are saying, where it's like, okay, but he's been so great in this spot. He's a freshman. Why kind of rock the boat with the routine and everything else that he's fallen into? And also, Bears always looked very comfortable there batting too. So but again, Jay Johnson, nothing is done unintentionally. Nothing is done willy-nilly. Nothing is done without a lot of time and valid reasoning put in. So I look forward to hearing from Jay about exactly what the thought process there was. One thing that I did, so like one of the positives about Sunday that's going to be lost is a bit of the Johnny Holstaff approach that actually worked very well for the majority of the game. A lot of guys stepping up. Casey Evans starting the game, not having his best stuff, but still good, giving you 3 1/3. Then you kept doing this lefty on lefty with Lavalette, and it continued to work until it didn't. But you bring in Primo to get Lavalette, he gets him. Then it's Newt for an inning 2/3, and Cooper Williams, Lavalette, same thing. Then Chase Shores comes on and has some big moments. But then Lavallette's back up to bat, 2 outs, 8th inning. Connor Ware, you go lefty on lefty again, a strategy that has proven beneficial thus far. And you know what sucks? This is one of those deals where you can make the right decision as a coach and the results cannot go your way. Like you beat Lavalette there. He got that little almost swinging bunt cheapie. And then he's fast. I don't know how he's so fast or how big he is, but he gets that swinging bunt cheapie and he ends up plating the run and continuing the inning. But like you really, again, the matchup worked. You induced something very weak out of him, but just a little lucky weak. And then you had another cheapie kind of fell in, and then, Sorrell made you pay, and the bubbles were blown. So, not a disastrous weekend. Again, a lot of guys to celebrate when you look at stuff like Cade Anderson, Anthony Ianson, a lot of the guys who stepped up on Sunday for innings and outs here or there. But unfortunately, you do drop the series to the Aggies, and you just continue to kind of walk a tightrope when it comes to getting that top 8 national seed. Had you won this series, you would have been firmly in the catbird seat. And you're still in a good spot, but your margin of error is still very thin. Any other thoughts on the baseball games from you two? I'm going to get to the comments during the commercial break with some of those next. And then there are not one, but 2 big transfers from the spring portal that I want to break down with LSU. Guys, if you want to get involved in the show, youtube.com/1045ESPN. It's youtube.com/1045ESPN. You go there, get your comments, hang out, hit the like button, and sub to OTB LSU and OTB Saints. We'll be back with more Off the Bench next.
Off the bench.
Go to All-Star Toyota of Baton Rouge, allstartoyotabatonrouge.com. Oh, look at these beautiful new All-Star backdrops here. You see that luxurious leather, guys? That's what I got. Black leather in my Murder Down minivan, man. I just hit 100,000 miles on the first Murder Down mini I got. How about that, guys? Still running like a beaut. Super cracked windshield, but that's on me. I just got to get that fixed one day. That's been years, You fix the windshield just for it to get cracked in. I know it's trashy. Like I don't know. But the rest of the vehicle running like a charm. The other mini's got 50K on it. The point is, Toyota Engineering. I love the people at All-Star. I love how they help me customize my minivans. And I love the vehicles themselves that are standing the test of time for me and my family. Go to All-Star Toyota Baton Rouge, allstartoyotabatonrouge.com today.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the one-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972. Service Chevrolet Cadillac, our family serving your family.
For over 50 years.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Huh. Looks like the lucky just got luckier.
Welcome to the 7th-ranked morning sports show in America, Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob.
What's happening, y'all? Welcome back to OTB. Hey, there's a lot of comments to get here. Mark Lake says 7 runs the entire weekend is why he lost series. Yeah, sure. I guess he's saying like more so than Cowan, and that makes sense, right? But within the context of how the weekend was going, unfortunately, Cowan, this is going to be a tough mental weekend for him to get over. Champ says Ethan Fry's a top 3 hitter in this team. He should be in the lineup for every single game and not be a guy you pinch hit for. What do you think? How would Fry enter the everyday?
I mean, you can put him anywhere. You can put him right field. Yeah. You could DH him. I mean, either one of those spots. Depending on what you like with Pearson or Brown, like you could DH him or right field.
Mark Lake says Bear, Curiel, Dickinson, Monster, Bradley, Stanfield when it combined 12 of 64, 188 this weekend. Yeah. Black Connect says just glad Einstein pitched the game of his life so he didn't get swept, which Champ says Einstein just did his thing that wasn't the game of his life. I mean, I think you're maybe being a A little nitpicky there. I would say 9 innings on the road, giving up 1 run and 3 hits in the SEC complete game, especially nowadays. I'm not saying he can't do it again, like it's something singular that he'll never touch again, but that's pretty incredible.
Hyacinth's been great, but like T-Bob, what do we talk about all the time? His ability to get out of early jams, right? Like he had no trouble whatsoever. He had 4 base runners the entire week.
Yeah. Mark Lake, we're still number 8 in the RPI. Have to take care of home field this week. Then beat an awful team, South Carolina. We'll lock up Todd Abe. Yeah, no, exactly. Again, I'm going to lean on Hunt because he knows way more than I do. And as he said, 3 of 6 over the next 2 series. Now you have Arkansas at home. Who? What did they end up doing to Texas? They end up sweeping them, or did they lose game 3? You got Arkansas at home, which is obviously going to be incredibly tough, but it is at home. And if you can take 2 or 3 there, then you're good to go. Like I said, you're just kind of walking a bit more of a tightrope since you end up dropping this series this weekend. Black Knicks, I'm amazed T-Bob still has this shirt.
Arkansas swept Texas.
Choo!
And I mean, it wasn't particularly close either. 9-0, 6-1, 13-8. So I mean, it was not close.
It's a weird thing. Do I like that or do I not like that? I mean, I love it on one hand because I like seeing Texas get their comeuppance.
But you got the hot team.
What, now you got an Arkansas team that's confident off just. I mean, they were reeling. Hadn't they lost 4 series in a row?
Yeah, so they lost Florida.
Or is it was either 3 or 4 or 4 in a row?
It was 3 in a row. They had swept Missouri, then they lost 2 out of 3 to Georgia, 2 out of 3 to A&M, 2 out of 3 to Florida. So 3 series in a row.
And then they go and sweep Texas.
Yep.
I mean, baseball is a fickle and beautifully harsh game. So again, even within those results, it's fickle and confusing because yes, on one hand, Texas, welcome to the SEC. You finally played your first good team on the road, and look what happened to you. But now this Arkansas team comes in here red hot, and you have to take 2 of 3 off of them. Good. This is the baseball that we live for. This is the baseball where your heart's in your throat. And it's even like, even the pain. So I was in the car yesterday listening to those last innings, and I don't know about y'all, but like those losses when it happened, you just get that immediate, just angry kind of bile in your stomach, just pissed off feeling where it just kind of starts to ruin your day a little bit. And eventually, you're an adult and you process it and you try to tell yourself, like, why do I allow, 18 to 22-year-olds to decide my mental outlook on the day? And sometimes you don't win that battle. Sometimes you never get back in a good mood and you just got to call it, and only waking up for the next day will help. Luckily, yesterday, I think I managed to mentally shift a little bit. But even in that pain, I kind of like it. Because it shows you the stakes that you were just living in, the excitement, like what's on the line, right? And then you always have the inverse. You have Tennessee, right? Where you're down 3-0, you have no chance, and you do what happened to you. So it is baseball. What goes around comes around. But I love that we are now into the part of the season where, yes, if things go wrong, your day is firmly ruined. To losing. You know you're alive. Guzzler the guzzler. I didn't guzzle enough. This loss is my fault. Blame me. They outguzzled me. It's true. It's true, Guzzler. There's this distinct lack of guzzling up outs, specifically from Zach Callahan. And I blame you. Black Knicks, I'm surprised T-Bob still has that shirt. I know I've had this shirt for quite a few years. It's probably I don't know. It's got to be probably my top favorite shirts of all time. This is my Star Wars original trilogy Roosevelt shirt. Going a little extra cleavagey with it today. But I figured it was appropriate as yesterday was May the 4th. Unfortunately, I spent a lot of time traveling yesterday, so I got almost no Star Wars in my life whatsoever until I tried to get home and watch the episode 6 of Andor, which is awesome, but I'm old and tired.
You got to hit it today, right?
I fell asleep. Star Wars?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just going to combine
the Cinco de Mayo with the, I like that.
Which a lot of people do.
Star Wars and a Marg.
Star Wars and a Marg.
It's not bad.
That's actually a great idea, Tate. I hadn't laid it out that firmly in my head, but instead of going out to eat and get Margs, I will get Margs to go.
Yep.
Bring it back to the house. Finish episode 6 of Andor. But then what else do I watch?
Just your favorite Star Wars movie again. I mean, whichever one. They're on a classic.
I know. But,
I mean, if you're watching Andor, you could watch Rogue One.
I know, but I'm trying to wait for that.
You wait till the end and then
I'm going to go right after last episode of Andor. I want to go into Rogue One, and then I want to go into New Hope.
Yeah, New Hope, yeah.
So I don't want to watch New Hope or anything. Do I just go Empire again? Actually, I missed the re-release of Revenge of the Sith.
That was good.
Which is a huge bummer because I took my daughters to the couple of years ago
episode 1.
Episode 1 re-release. We dressed up as Jedi. They dressed up as Rey. It was incredible. What a day. So maybe Revenge of the Sith will be on order. I'm not sure. Or I think they just dropped a new cartoon about Cad Bane.
I didn't see that.
Ventress.
That sounds good though.
Could be good. Little Filoni cartoon maybe. Might be the play. We'll see. I don't know. Sorry guys, I don't mean to hit you with my random Star Wars asides. Or I do, but normally not this early. I try to keep it a bit more sports talky at this point. I mean, if we want hour 3, we could go back into the Last Jedi debate. I'm always down for that in the Skywalker saga. So don't try me there. Daniel Blunt says, man, all I've said is y'all better be happy you have LSU baseball. We're about to watch a Saints team with 3 different QBs that no one, and I mean no one wants. Again, it is Tales of the Underworld, Mac Lindsay. Thank you. That's a good new cartoon. It is... Even though I am by the day like a big, dumb, optimistic idiot, convincing myself more and more that I love Tyler Shuck when I was some of the most tepid on Tyler Shuck pre-draft. So obviously, how can you trust any of my analysis? Because it's just based off of emotion and just framing things as positively as possible. But it is objectively funny if you take a step back and you think about how much money, time, effort, and resources went into creating a quarterback room of Derek Carr, Jay Kaner, Spencer Rattler, and Tyler Shuck. Unbelievable. It's not unlike Cleveland right now. You know, like how are you an NFL team worth billions of dollars? You spend millions, and yet through a series of events, you wind up with hurt Deshaun Watson, Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickett, Dylan Gabriel, Shadur Sanders. Or you're the Giants, Russell, Jameis. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take the Giants out. That's not bad. Russell was fine last year. Jameis, ultimate vibes guy, and you went and got a guy in the first round. Maybe didn't deserve it, but he did. So I'll take the Giants out of there. But the Saints and Browns right now have to have the most objectively funny quarterback rooms in the entire NFL. Because the Titans are no longer a joke now that they got Cam Ward, number 1 overall pick. That's not joking. That's no joking matter. Raiders are no longer a joke. Get Geno Smith, extend him. Seahawks, potential joke, but Sam Darnold was so good last year.
Seahawks was the one that came to mind because you have Darnold, Drew Lock's back in the building.
Oh, wow. I want to get Shuck too, Scott Dice. I get it. I agree. Leonardo da Vinci says Shuck has 3 season-ending injuries. He's only healthy in 20 games in 3 years. Idiocy. What have you done for me lately, though? He was good last year and healthy last year. So there you go. Daniel Basham, the only thing that can make this Monday worse is Derek Carr's shoulder's actually in perfect condition and Loomis gave him an extension. Well, I would say what's actually worse is that You gave him the extension, and his shoulder may not be okay. I don't care. I don't care what his shoulder is. I don't think he should play for the Saints again. I don't think he should step on the field again. But that's just me. Still insane about the extension. I'm so annoyed. Bodacious says, I'm so annoyed at JJ. He tries to outthink the game baseball. Pinch hitting for your hottest hitter is mind-blowing and numb. So that is another one that obviously you got to – I do wonder about what the reasoning was, taking out Hernandez in that spot where he's been your best hitter. And I couldn't find – and normally, I mean, these would all be questions asked in the postgame, but I don't know why. Baseball is the only sport where the postgame press conferences are not put up, like, immediately on YouTube. Have y'all found them anywhere or heard them? Like on
I have not.
Yeah, I don't know. All right, when we get back, we got some and look, not recruiting news, transfer portal news, but like actual big news. So keep it locked right here on Off the Bench.
Off the Bench.
Go to Pelican Roofing, pelicanroof.com, pelicanroof.com. You want unmatched roofing expertise. You want 500 5-star reviews. You need some storm-ready roof solutions. It's all at South Louisiana's most trusted roofing company, Pelican Roofing. Over 7,000 roofs done over the past decade, guys. Very humble beginnings. Now an industry leader throughout South Louisiana. We got offices in Lafayette, in Baton Rouge. Within those offices, we have employees at every step of the process ready for you, all the way from answering the phone through cleanup. Here's what McCousin, Susan Hebert had to say. Thanks so much to Josh Thibodeau for all his patience and help out the process of reshingling our roof. He was so helpful to us. His suggestions and guidance are deeply appreciated. Grant with Pelican Roof was on our job until the very end. Thank you, Grant, for overseeing the entire job. We appreciate you and Josh. We have recommended Josh and Pelican Roofing to our friends and relatives. They are pleased with the work that was done. PelicanRoof.com.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one. You. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Man, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972. Service Chevrolet Cadillac, our family serving your family.
For over 50 years.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a smart way.
Back to sports talk. Maybe. Off the bench.
What's happening, y'all? Welcome back to OTB. Matt Clancy says, team is good, just not great. I mean, that I don't agree with, dude. I think our perspective's a bit warped. This has been an objectively great LSU team this entire season. They're on the road for a national seed. Unless you're saying, like, greatness is not achieved by being a national seed. If you have to be like, if you're saying like your bar for greatness is like, no, just like, you know, you're the best team all year long and everybody knows, okay, well then yes, they are not that, but they are great. They are great. And think about this, and this is a good thing, guys. This is going to pay well over time. What were we saying early? Well, your bats are awesome, but you don't have the pen. You don't have the pitching. Okay. Well, now your pitching's been really damn good across the board for a few weeks now. And yeah, the bats struggle a little bit, but you know, like A&M, like Prager, like what we said, you know the potential of both. And so you peak at the right time, like you have seen that both sides of the ball can compete at a very high level in the toughest conference in the entire country. Let's not, I know it hurts. I know this week can hurt, but let's not lose the faith yet. We got to reset and get ready for them damn dirty pigs this weekend. All right, in the LSU football front, a couple of spring transfers coming in. And I'll go ahead and get to the one that I missed when we were out of town for spring break. But LSU lands South Florida D lineman Bernard Gooden. He was, interestingly enough, so Pete Nakos of On3, who recently reported the Iamaleava story. Iamaleava's dad takes to Twitter and starts calling him a B word. Then Nakos gets a raise from Shannon Terry immediately afterwards because everything he was saying was true. So I that's just a funny story, but that's who Pete is. So Pete had an article on the biggest on the spring transfers that will have the biggest impacts this season. And yes, Iamaleava was one on that list, but Bernard Gooden was fourth. Out of all of the spring transfers specifically, Bernard Gooden at LSU was ranked fourth. He's an all-AAC honorable mention player. He had 10 TIFLs last year, 35 tackles, 10 TIFLs, 1.5 sacks. And look, he's somebody who's earned his way up. He redshirted at Wake Forest in 21. Then he plays all 12 games, Wake Forest in 23. And how about this? Maybe he didn't have a good enough lawyer because he actually sat out 23 because he transferred. He transferred and had to sit out because of transfer rules to South Florida. Then he played very well last year for South Florida. Again, 10 TIFLs. And I want to get to that path, but first let's talk about the other player. The bigger name, the more recent name, Tigers land Houston transfer safety A.J. Halsey. And this is a big-time get. I mean, this guy, first team All Big 12 last season. Honorable mention All-American. 74 tackles, 5 picks, 13 passes defended. Again, first team All Big 12 safety position of need. Honorable mention All-American. And he too has had an interesting path. He played 12 games. He started 9 as a freshman in New Mexico. And then he transfers over to Houston where he had a very good sophomore and junior year. And now he's at LSU. And before I let you talk about Halsey, Taylor, because I know you want to, how about that, man? That is one of the good parts about the transfer portals that I feel like gets painted as bad a lot. And I know that it hurts if you're a fan of Houston or you're a fan of South Florida. Definitely. But, and I don't mean this to be dismissive just because I'm a fan of one of the big dogs. I'm approaching this from the standpoint of this. All of us in life If we do our job well, we want the chance for upward mobility, right? If we do our job well, we want the chance at a promotion. We want the chance at a better salary. That's every single facet of life. You do well and you want the opportunity to get upgraded. And that never existed in college football. And yet now you have a guy like Gooden who starts his career at Wake Forest, goes to South Florida, now at LSU because he has earned it. Not just because he was big in high school and people thought he was going to be good, the services did. No, he earned it on the field. Halsey, maybe even a bigger example, starts his career at New Mexico. Immediately plays as a freshman, plays a 12 games, starts at 9. Then he goes to Houston, balls out. Now he's going to be playing in Death Valley. Both Death Valleys this season. Weekend 1, he'll be on the field on a game that 20 million people will be watching. Probably more like 10. But still, 10 million people will be watching. Not because he was thought to be good coming out of high school, but because he earned it. And that's one of the cool parts about modern college football is you have that upward mobility and you can see, okay, what can I do when I continue to challenge myself against the best? And I think that's great. Now, Taylor, what about Halsey? Seems like the perfect addition.
I think it was the biggest portal addition you've got in this spring window. I mean, look, I love Bernard Gooden, but you needed safety help bad because we had talked about, how good they had done in that early portal window. My only complaint was I thought you needed 2 safeties. You only took 1 in Tamarcus Cooley. But now when you look at their safety room, I always thought you had good young talent. Like Deshaun Spears, Javian Tovianos, Joel Rogers, like all those guys were high recruits. They're talented players. They just haven't done much at LSU. You have CJ Jim Coyley and Jacob Bradford coming in the fall. Again, both 4-star players, but also haven't done anything yet. You had 1 proven guy in Tamarcus Cooley. Now you have multiple proven vets to go along with the young talent. I love it because let's say for whatever reason, Harold Perkins is not fully healthy coming off of his injury or just doesn't work out at star. When Tamarcus Cooley came in, everyone said, oh, he can play safety, but he's also really good at nickel as well. Let's say Spears or Toviano does really well in fall camp. Well, now it just gives you more versatility. You can move Cooley to star if you need to. You can pair A.J. Halsey with a Spears, with a Toviano, with one of the younger guys. I mean, it's not just one addition. Adding this one guy does every single thing for your secondary. I mean, this is a huge piece.
It could be, as you wrote here, it could be the final piece.
Yeah. But look, this is a guy, 259 tackles in 3 years at the safety spot. This guy can play. 7 interceptions. I mean, he can cover. He can come up and make the tackle. He's big enough. I mean, he's about 6'1", 200 pounds. Like, there's a lot to like about A.J. Halsey.
Matt Jeff 504 says, college sports wasn't meant to be like that. It's an amateur sport, not a job. So I agree with you with the original intention of what college sports was meant to be. But we live in a capitalist society. A free market of both economics and ideas. And the market has shown that people will pay a ton of money you're kind of paying money by watching it. The market has shown that the sport generates a ton of money because the huge amount of people that love to watch it. And that when it comes to trying to win, people will pay a ton of money to get the players that best give them the chance to win. So you say it's an amateur sport, not a job. At the end, that's factually untrue now. I mean, and it is weird to me too, don't get me wrong. I look at that parking lot and you can see that, okay, yeah, these are pros now. Like that's the thing that stands out in my mind the most. Or how they talk. They talk about it like a job. Like the Jack Pyburn quote. Everybody's picking out other stuff from when he talked, a few months back, but one thing that I was like, okay, yeah. He's like, who wouldn't love to show up to work every day and blah, blah, do this, do that. And I'm like, okay, yeah, that's right. It's a job. So whatever it was meant to be, it's not what it is. And that's fine. And all I mean is, I don't know how you could be upset for a player when you earn opportunity. Again, you're not giving it. It's a meritocracy. They played well enough to get better opportunity. That's America, baby. And that's a hell of a pickup with Halsey to cap off a hell of a transfer portal class. Now, hey, just go win game one. Go win game one. More OTB next.
Off the bench.
Guys, you want to go for dose this baseball season? That's right. Spring's here. The bats are hot. Could be hotter. The fans of Purple and Gold are showing up in full force. So whether, look, maybe you're going to the game. Maybe you're just going to be grilling, chilling home. Watch the game with some friends. You know who belongs in your lineup? Dos Equis. Crisp, refreshing, made for game day. So when it's time for you to make the call, here's what you do. Go for Dos. Celebrate big moments, bold moves. Celebrate these beautiful sunny afternoons we've been having with an ice-cold Dos Equis. The official beer of baseball moments. That's Dos Equis. Enjoy responsibly. And enjoy with a little bit of lime, a little bit of salt. Grease the neck up, salt it up, drop the lime in. Benefit, baby. Go for Dos with Dos Equis.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
You gotta believe in a dream. Believe. You gotta believe in a dream. Believe. You gotta believe. My whole team on wild.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one. You. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972. Service Chevrolet Cadillac, our family serving your family.
For over 50 years.
Looking for the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Wall-to-wall TVs mean you'll see every touchdown in HD. Place your bets and feel the thrill of every play with our DraftKings Sportsbook. The Queen Casino, where every moment is a win.
The break, where the sports talk gets real. Kinda. Off the bench with Hester and T-Bob.
Welcome back, OTB. T-Bob, Jacob, Tay-Tay, and now Jake Hester. Back from drop-off. He's been with the boys all weekend. Had a boys' weekend. How's it been, man?
It was great. We went and saw a movie, Thunderbolts, on, I think it was Friday. I think we saw it opening day. I hadn't seen a movie on opening day.
Hell yeah, full theater?
Since Jesus was a boy, yeah.
When I went to Sinners, it was a full theater, and that was the first full theater experience I've had in a long time.
Yeah, me too.
It was very cool. Forget how much fun it is watching with a bunch of strangers.
Yeah, no, it was good. And then Saturday, all the games. Baseball, soccer, you name it, we had it. Same thing on Sunday. But, still had a great time with the boys. I got the older boys Chinese food. We just sat there and just grubbed on some Chinese food together. That was a great experience.
I know this will change maybe as my kids get older, and I really want them to succeed. But right now, there's probably nothing in the world more that I wish I could have like a robot clone of me walking around doing than going to Little League sports. Like, my God, when you just described your weekend, that sounds like hell on earth. But again, when my kids are older, like I'm sure I will feel differently.
Yeah, it all depends too. It all depends on, do you have a good group of kids, obviously, but do you have a good group of parents? Are the parents like a fun group? Do you like to hang out with the parent group? Are they good? Like if they're bad and you're out there, it's like, oh my God, get me out of here.
Yeah.
So it all depends.
Jeff G says to you, are you selfish? Again, I mean, look, call me what you want, but I don't got pincers,
That shellfish.
Yeah, you can't call me shellfish.
Yeah. You'll either love it or hate it. Either love it or hate it. So I knew what I was getting into when I had 5 and 4 boys.
Yeah.
And God knows Harlow's going to play something.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It ain't going to end with the boys. It's going to start anew. All right, guys. Hour 2 of OTB coming up next. So we got a lot to break down. Keep it locked here on 104.5 ESPN.
Off the bench.
Hey, guys, go to yourgoodwood.com. Yourgoodwood.com. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness is your answer to get you where you want to be to reach your full potential. Do not settle for a mediocre sex life. Take control of your libido. Get strong, long. Got to get the friction on. Is that what it is?
I don't know. Sounds right.
You want to be Sir Lifts a lot? You go to Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness. Maybe explore some HRT, okay? The point is they're going to draw your lab, see where your body's deficient, where it's got to go. See where it's deficient, and then customize a plan for you to get you where you want it to go. Go to yourgoodwood.com today.
Yeah, when you go to the website, you can schedule that consultation, live life without fear and embarrassment. Go ahead and schedule also by picking up the phone, give them a call at 225-4GD-WOOD.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
These ice cubes could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they cradle and cool the crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Nicely done, ice cubes.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
The Windsor Senior Living Community in Mandeville, Louisiana is a beautiful, vibrant apartment community geared towards seniors. They are nestled right in the heart of Mandeville, where seniors live a more carefree lifestyle in spacious apartments with the peace of mind that comes from having a little extra help. Call the Windsor at 985-624-8040 to schedule a lunch and tour. Come see how the Windsor can be your passport to peace of mind.
Men, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972. Service Chevrolet Cadillac, our family serving your family.
For over 50 years.
Good morning. It's 8 a.m. here on Monday, May 5th. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect cloudy skies with a high of 81. In hour two of today's show, we'll continue to recap the weekend that was for LSU athletics, baseball, softball, and LSU football in the transfer portal. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN and watch us on YouTube at the 104.5 ESPN channel. Hour number two of Off the Bench, live from the Mercedes-Benz Baton Rouge studios, starts now.
Let's go, baby, let's go! All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
Yeah, 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 yeah!
Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
Hey, they said I gotta come off the bench.
Now, here's Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
Yo, what's good, guys? Welcome in. Hour number two of OTB. T-Bob, Jake Jacob, and Taylor Sharp hanging out with you today. Hope everybody's having a great day today, dude. Man, my talking about not wanting to go, not liking Little League sports has led to some all too real talk about the inexorable march of time and how quickly things go by and how, enjoy it. One day they won't want to play with you anymore.
It's very true.
And I know, and that freaks me out. It makes me like sick to my stomach. Like it makes you so sad that you want to throw up. I don't, and I try to be cognizant of it. You try to be present, right? Now catch myself like, hey, they want to play with me. And I'm like, you can watch this TV. And I'm like, no. We are, okay, yes, let's play. Let's play together. And you get busy or life gets good and you sacrifice that play time. And it feels like it time, what do they say? The days are long, but the weeks are short. And then you look up. It's been another 2 years. And yeah, I can't fathom. We get 7, 5, and a 2-year-old. And I can't fathom them not wanting to play with me. That's all they want to do now. And soon it's going to happen.
Yep. You look up and you got a 15-year-old, 13-year-old, 12-year-old, a 9-year-old. Harlow's still 1.5, though.
Nookie with maybe the most depressing, but insightful. I mean, true, but depressing message of the day. He says, T-Bob, the saddest tweet I ever saw, quote, "One day you will play with your kid for the last time and neither of you will know it." Jesus.
Dang.
I got to go play with some Barbies today, dude. We got to get back in that dream house today. Get back in the lab.
Yep.
Man, I don't know. It's kind of throwing me for a loop here. Now I'm thinking all existential, enjoy every moment, trying to. Going to try to. You try to. You really do. You try to. And you try to be present. You try to be cognizant of everything. Because if there's one thing that I've learned in aging, it's that all the cliches that the older generation gives you that you want to roll your eyes at are all actually true. You know? Like everything I remember it really cranks up when your significant other gets pregnant. And you're going through that and you tell people, and then they give you some little piece of, they tell you something and everybody says it, and maybe you roll your eyes, maybe you do this, maybe you do that, whatever. But then you find out one day you look up, you're like, okay, they were exactly right, actually. And that's what's depressing already about this is I know they're right about the time flying thing, and I'm experiencing it. And there's no way to bottle it up and slow it down. You got to work. You know? I don't know. And I was talking to somebody about this weekend. But we really do just hurtle towards the end, don't we? Like the more time you experience, each an additional unit of time that you go through to your perception is shorter because you've experienced more time, right? If you've been alive for 5 minutes, well, 1 minute's going to be a damn long time. It's 20% of your life. For 5 years, 1 minute ain't nothing. So we literally just hurtle towards the end.
But
I'm going to go drink margaritas and watch Star Wars with the kids. That's what we're going to do. We're going to drink some margaritas and we're going to watch Star Wars with the kids. Maybe I'll show them Phantom Menace tonight. That's a very fun, kid-friendly one. Anakin, race some pods. Oh, they've already seen that. We'll have to figure it out. That's what we're going to do. Yeah. How about them Cowboys? We got to reset. Somebody give me a video of Stephen A. shooting a nurse ASAP. I need to clear my mind out. Sorry, if you don't know what that's referencing, there's a soap opera that he was on where the clip was making the rounds last week where he shoots a nurse. You're right, Trey. I'm sorry, guys. I fell into something completely existential there. Less depressing than Saints talk, says T-Pound. Well, Jake, but look, okay, through that lens, a very special weekend for you, getting to be mommy, dad this weekend. And, get all the time with the boys.
No, it was great. And shout out to all the moms out there for just getting them into the places that they need to on time.
Yeah.
And making that work some way, somehow. Like that's because I it's funny. I only work 6 hours a day, 3 hours on each show, but it's like during morning drop off and afternoon pickup.
Yeah. Which is a lot. Look at this, Jake. You seen this? Stephen A. fresh off a first take. Skip Bayless on his deathbed. This nurse, what's she planning? Looks like she might be carrying. Bow! Stephen A. got her with the silencer. Ironic that Stephen A. would use a silencer.
What did I just watch?
I don't know. T-Bear, snap out of it. You're at -2 charisma. At this rate, you're going to need to brew a potion. Yeah, I do need I need a. You know what that potion's going to be? Margaritas on Cinco de Mayo. That's going to be the potion. Too real. Just got a little too real here for a minute, guys. I apologize. All right, Stephen A. Hell
I'll tell you this. I will tell you this. As they get older, obviously, like, you want time to slow down. You want to have those moments. But, like, right now, having a 15-year-old who's going to be a sophomore and being able to talk, like, real, like, football conversations, because that's what he's passionate about.
Yeah, that's cool.
Or, like, whatever your child's passionate about, no matter what it is. Like, to be able to have those conversations and to kind of go over that. And, you know, he gets home and he's showing me his huddle and we're going over techniques. And if this guy's head up, if this guy's outside shade, if he's inside shade, here's your footwork. Like,
that's awesome.
That part, that's also like just one of the best moments. So it's not only when they're, you know, little lads.
I know. Yeah. And, you know, I have such warm memories of, like, I think one of the reasons why I think I got it so into miniatures as a child, or maybe I just always had it in me, but I remember we used to have these, like, die-cast, these little metal Cowboys and Indians figurines, and, you know, we'd set them all up, and we had a little, like, train and a little fort and stuff, and we'd take turns, be like, okay, this guy shoots this guy, and, like, he'd be knocked down, and it's like some of those visceral memories of my entire life with my father, and then now I love it because, now when we get together, we're sitting there and he's convincing me that whether you like AI or not, you have to lean into it because otherwise you're going to run the risk of empires of the past of getting left behind. So it's still very great, still awesome, but it just changes. And he's telling me stories the other day. We were hanging out about when he was a little kid and they were at, growing up in Cutoff, and they used to do these fake war games where they'd go in the woods and like you'd have to try to sneak up on each other, and like it's just, I don't know, man. Yeah, I guess you're right. It just changes as you get older. It's scary though. I always said that kids, and I never got this because I feel like this is something that movies and TV shows play with a lot, but it never really landed with me. Where you love something so much that you like really feel fear. Like I always understood it conceptually, but I remember the first night I had my first child was the first time in my life where I felt like I truly knew deep fear.
Yeah.
Because there was suddenly something in my life that was so immediately precious to me that I could not imagine anything. You know, you just want the best for it, and anything happening to it that is not the best is it fills you with that dread. Now you end up. I think that's kind of one of the. I think that's one of the maybe positives of the kind of busy lifestyle is you kind of can't really wallow in these sort of thoughts. But I'll be damned with that first night. It didn't really hit me like just a ton of bricks.
Yeah, I remember first night having Jackson, and I believe it was a Wednesday or Thursday, and it was my second year in the NFL, and we had a game like that Sunday or Monday. It might have been a Monday against Oakland. It was on the road. So I remember having Jackson in my arm, but
it was the middle of the season.
Yeah, right at the beginning of it.
Oof.
Right at the beginning. It was, look, hey, first one we learned. We never had one in the season. Again, Knox was December, but he was at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Like going and holding Jackson. I mean, he's new, like a day or two old, and like having my playbook in front of me because it was like right before iPads too. So we had like the old CDs. That was our film. Like,
so you were watching DVDs and studying the paper playbook.
Yeah. Holding Jack. So maybe I didn't have time to have that fear. I was having fear.
That's kind of what we were getting at. Is that you had such an immediate real life responsibility that you have to go. You have to do what you have to do for that new child. I mean, at that point, he gives you that dad strength that becomes a source of motivation. You ever heard the song "Welcome to Earth" by Sturgill? Welcome to Earth, Pollywog. It's one of my favorite songs of all time. Anybody who just had a child, just ever had a child, I would say listen to it. It's probably going to get you, but yeah, it's got this very emotional build in the beginning, then it kicks in, and it's he's talking about having to go away to work and provide and all this sort of stuff. It's a great song, Jake. I think you'd appreciate it quite a bit as well.
All right. Check it out. I probably know it.
Now people are talking about their favorite toys.
Oh, no.
That is one thing that I don't love is, screens are cool and video games are cool. I love video games, and I love playing video games with my daughter. It's been one of the coolest things about her getting older is, like, we legitimately can sit there and game together. But it does get tougher and tougher. I have to force them to play toys now sometimes, I feel like, What was y'all's favorite toys growing up? Did you have a favorite toy?
Oh, the G.I. Joe aircraft carrier.
Oh,
elite.
Oh. Wait, I don't think I had the G.I. Joe one. That's like one of the all-time. I know about it. That's like one of the.
Yeah.
I had one with like a bunch of planes in it, like little metal planes, but it was still pretty big. But it wasn't the full-on massive G.I. Joe one.
Yeah, and so I had an older brother, and he was into it, so I was into it. You probably just like missed the height of G.I. I'm sure you caught some of it.
I never saw the
sure.
cartoons. I had G.I. Joe. I was a little too young for the cartoons, really, but I had G.I. Joe toys.
We were getting up in the morning, eating your breakfast for school, G.I. Joe. Like, that's what we watched. And I remember
so good.
We were in our 2-bedroom, 1-bath house growing up, and small little house, but I remember sitting exactly like in front of the living room TV watching G.I. Joe, eating breakfast before, and then we had the aircraft carrier, and God knows how much that thing cost.
It had to be super
and we were balling on a budget,
yes.
so I know my parents did a lot to get us that toy.
That's what I'm saying. Dilly says rich people have to carry. That's the thing, though. People do whatever they can for their kids, You do whatever you can. I know, because that's one of the most famous toys of all time, I feel like, is the G.I. Joe aircraft carrier. We had I used to love Batman toys growing up. One of my neighbors, too, had he was an only child. He had the whole Bat Cave and everything, dude. We used to go over there. And then we had this one set of blocks, and we used to just build Bat Caves. Oh, some of the best. Favorite toy, the big green toy, AC-130. Yeah, do kids still play with military toys? We used to play with little plastic army.
Yeah. I don't know if it's as common as it used to be.
We used to play with plastic army men all the time. Set them up, have little battles and everything.
Yeah, I don't think their mind has been all in this new technology and graphics and 3D.
Yeah.
We didn't have all that, so we didn't know any better. So we'd get up there and we'd set up the front line of the army. We'd set up, here's how our order's going to go. All right, you set yours up. Who's going to win? I don't think they do that, T.
And I know that they see commercials, but I don't know if they can appreciate the full depth of how cool it felt to see an incredible playset on of a commercial of a show or something that you loved. Right, like the aircraft carrier, or like the Castle Grayskull playset for He-Man. Johnny Quest.
They better not mess up. They're going to, but this He-Man movie that I've been waiting, 30 something, almost 40 years for.
Who's the creative team behind it? Let's see if we think they're going to mess it up or not.
I have to look it all
Beck,
up.
do you know off the top of your head? I thought you might.
No, I actually don't know.
IDub says
at the
Johnny
end of the
Quest.
first one,
Johnny Quest
with Dolph Lundgren, Skeletor goes into the bottom and he comes back and I'll be back. That was.
Wait, so there? I don't even think of course there has been, but I've never seen it. I didn't realize this. There's already a live action He-Man from back in the day.
You would love it.
Dolph Lundgren is He-Man?
Yes.
Okay.
It's
probably just some good 80s cheese.
Yeah, it's exactly what it is. And it's Rocky IV time for him. So it wasn't his height.
So the director is actually Travis Knight, Phil Knight's son. He's directed some animated stuff. I don't know that he's...
What's the animated background?
He directed the Bumblebee movie that came out.
Okay, people actually really liked that movie.
Yeah.
I didn't see it, but people were really high on Bumblebee, and that's another. That's another toy kind of you make that. Okay, so wait, what animated stuff has he directed?
He directed, his first thing was Kubo and the Two Strings, which was like this
pretty good movie.
It's like a fantasy.
Yeah, no, that was a really good movie.
And he has a movie that is coming out, I think, this year as well. But he's gotten 3 Academy Award nominations for best animated film.
Okay, that's strong.
Yeah, not bad. And then also,
man, I forgot about Kubo.
The cast. I don't know if you've seen the cast yet, but Skeletor is gonna be Jared Leto. And
yeah, sure, I accept that.
And He-Man is gonna be I've never actually heard of this. It's a younger guy. He's a 30s English. I've never actually heard of him before,
I've seen this guy in a bunch of stuff.
He's just jacked.
He's not. He doesn't look super jacked in this photo I'm seeing, but I'm guessing he's going to be obviously.
He will be jacked.
He will be. Yes.
He'll get to Goodwood and he will be jacked.
Yeah, and then
I don't know if he'll be Dolph Lundgren jacked.
Probably not,
but he'll be jacked.
Idris Elba is going to be the Man at Arms, Duncan. He's the inventor. He-Man's lieutenant.
Okay.
So we'll see, and then the screenplay is Chris Butler. He was the writer for Travis Knight. He's written all of Travis Knight's movies. So
okay, I mean, look, I feel like they could. I feel like that's not a bad team. Yeah, I feel like it's not a bad team. After hearing about Knight's resume there.
All right, I'm in.
Okay, last thing before we go to break, and we just stop this rambling, existential, whatever this segment has been. Jake, you saw a Marvel movie this weekend. You saw Thunderbolts.
We did. We did.
This comes in the context, I think all of us are kind of pretty bored with Marvel movies.
Yeah.
We haven't cared about one in a long time.
Kind of stopped watching the series.
Yeah, don't care about the universe as a whole really at all anymore.
No.
How was Thunderbolts?
It was good. And it's the first time I went into a Marvel movie and wasn't like, ugh. Like it actually felt like an old Marvel movie.
It was fun. It was good.
Yeah, it was good.
That seems to be what everybody's saying, dude.
Yes. And it didn't have any of the more famous, superheroes, whatever in it, but it didn't matter. It was still really good. Much better than, again, like the last 5 to 7 movies.
Yeah, the last 5 to 7. Exactly. That doesn't show you that it's oversaturated. Shout out to, look, I love Florence Pugh. I love David Harbour. 2 of my favorite in there. So I'm glad that this worked out for them. All right. More OTB coming up next.
Off the bench.
Go to All-Star Toyota of Baton Rouge.com, All-Star Toyota of Baton Rouge.com. If you are looking for a new vehicle, Toyota Certified Used vehicle, where you still get great warranty coverage, maybe you want to lease something. Maybe you're going on vacation this summer and you want a rental. We can get cheaper per-day rental prices than those traditional rental companies at All-Star Toyota Baton Rouge. It's your literal one-stop vehicular shop. Even if you need to get service, collision repair, whatever. It's open to all makes and models. Doesn't have to be All-Star. Doesn't have to be Toyota. And you mention OTB when you go in, you get $250 towards that deductible. So go see Malva Airline in Goodwood for whatever your needs may be. Also a great place to work. If you want to launch your career, you can check that out. AllStarToyotaBatonRouge.com. All-Star Toyota.
Yeah, T-Bob mentioned the summer rentals. I mean, it is already in May, right? And so that those vacations are probably coming at the end of this month, but it's not too late. You can go ahead. You can call Miss Lisa Sessions in the rental department. Whatever vehicle you want, everything is available. Reserve it today. Go to the website. That's allstartoyotaofbatonrouge.com, allstartoyotaofbatonrouge.com.
Breck teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. A family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered. Gold. Breck, your #1 park system in the nation.
Baton Rouge's home for real rock. It's Eagle 98.1. Foo Fighters. Led Zeppelin. AC/DC. Pearl Jam. And the flagship home for LSU sports. Take us anywhere with the Eagle 98.1 app. Eagle 98.1 is the rock station. luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Huh. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
¡Vámonos!
Back at it, where sports talk meets pure chaos. Off the bench with Hester and T-Bob.
Hola, ¿cómo estás, mi hermano, hermanos? Bienvenidos to Off the Bench. I'm T-Bob Hebert, Jake Hester, Taylor Sharp, and for at least a segment or two, Alondra Villarreal hanging out with us here. Alondra, I thought you were gone,
Yeah.
and then you showed up.
No, I'm not leaving till like
now?
30-ish minutes. From
Okay,
now.
hell yeah.
But I'll hop on for a sec.
What's up? How we doing here on this Cinco de Mayo? What are the plans with the fam this week?
I'm not going to go see my fam.
Oh, you're not?
No, I'm
She
going.
said that multiple times where she's going.
Yeah.
I thought
It's okay.
I just heard you were flying into Dallas.
Yeah, my family doesn't live in Dallas.
No, I know that. I thought, but I don't know why. In my head, I assumed y'all were just taking a family trip.
No. Me and
Let's
Brittany.
not be surprised that T-Bob's not paying attention.
No.
Like, T-Bob.
Yeah.
And I'm detail agnostic.
Brittany is part of my family now, I guess.
That's true. Tiger fam.
Brittany and I are going to go to like ACM week.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that'll be super fun.
Yeah.
How are we feeling? Who do you most want to see during ACM week?
I don't know. I don't really have anybody that I'm
that question
really
was
looking
a
forward
big
to
whiff.
going to go see.
Who
It's kind of like
are...
a been there, done that kind of thing, you know? Like, no,
wow.
like seriously.
Whoa. All right, big dog.
No, not that way. But
well, hold on. Why
it's
do we
a
have
lot
you
more.
here?
Like y'all know, because y'all do the same with SEC media days. Like it's more work than it is fun.
Oh, no doubt.
So-
But I guess it's maybe a bit different in that you meet actual like celebrities at something like the ACM, like, you know.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you could say they are. I don't consider like a football coach to be like a celebrity necessarily. I didn't know if there was like a country artist that you were super excited.
Every time I go to one of these things, I have fingers crossed the entire time that I somehow run into George Strait.
Okay, there it is.
Like I would.
There it is.
I would be so happy.
What would your opening line be to George Strait? Like we saw him.
I don't even know.
Say, George. Hey, fella.
Yeah,
I don't know. What do you say to George?
What do you
Sir.
exactly? I don't know.
King.
Sir.
Sir.
My liege.
My liege.
Just good to meet you.
God, I hope you never run into George Strait.
Oh man, that would be
Sir George.
not
He would
Sir
just
George.
walk
And you
the other
immediately
direction.
hit a knee in front of him.
He would walk
What
the
the
other
hell are
direction.
you doing,
so
sir?
quick.
by morning's one of my favorite songs of all time.
Power walk away from you.
Thank you, my liege.
I don't know. He might laugh.
I don't know.
Either that or what in the hell are you doing, son?
That's probably more likely.
He has a private jet runway on his ranch in Texas.
Wait, really? I didn't even know that.
I met randomly a guy who well, I don't know. I guess he could be lying to me, but I met a guy who claims to be the one that built it. So he's probably
he might
pretty
be lying.
He could be lying.
That's not that.
It's a random lie, though.
Weird.
It is
and
a
that
random
sounds
lie.
like it's probably.
Does he like usually build runways?
Yes, like that's
okay.
like his
Then
like
yeah.
this. That's
Then
like
yeah,
his
I
business.
can buy
know-
it. Yeah.
I know baseball players that have like hunting leases that have runways. On
Okay,
them.
there you go.
Yeah.
So yeah, he definitely has that.
So they just
Think about like
Pop right
how do
in.
you get into the runway business? It's like what are you
Well, I
good
think
at?
it's more
I'm
of like
good
a
at
general.
building a long
I think it might be
road
like a general,
really
like more
straight.
like road, like construction. I don't
Yeah,
exactly
I'm
know.
good at-
yeah, concrete type
I'm good
stuff.
at building a 2-mile road really straight.
Yeah, exactly.
Boy, do we have the job for you.
Did y'all
No
see
bumps.
Wait, okay, hold on. Before we have Alondra here, though, we have to ask her about.
Sinners?
No, I was gonna say the baseball.
Oh
weekend.
man, I kind of don't want to talk about it.
No, you got to.
It's heartbreaking.
I know.
I'm
Did
trying
you
not to.
crash out after the game yesterday?
I wouldn't say it was like full on crash out. But
Okay,
I
that's
was
good.
more sad than like crash out situation. Like it was literally heartbreaking.
Yeah, it was.
Because the pitching was so great all weekend. And I feel like it kind of overshadows Anthony Ianson.
It did that. I mean, that. Okay, so we are simpatico there. 'Cause that's exactly what I said earlier. Is
Yeah.
I wish something like that could have happened on the Thursday somehow, and we could come in here and celebrate it the same way that we did Kate Anderson. But it's just not as you can't do it as much.
Right. So really sucks. I mean, you're just not. Would we score? Seven
the whole weekend.
runs total
Yeah.
the entire weekend. Like you're not going to beat anybody scoring 7 runs the entire weekend. Like
Yeah.
your bullpen can hold them to, I guess it was 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 runs on the weekend. But like,
Damn near.
yeah,
Damn near.
10.
Damn near about. 6 runs. If only they could have.
yeah.
There
But
at the end
I
helped
mean,
her out.
like, and then I was texting the group chat Saturday night that it was huge that Anthony Ianson went all 9 innings because it saved Kason Evans and Zach Cowan for the next day. And it just, I mean, you
Yeah.
did everything right. It's just that one pitch.
I mean, it's kind of like last year where you manipulate everything against UNC last
Yeah.
game and you give Jump the ball. Like that's where you want to be. You give Cowan the ball there. That's where you want to be.
Just
Yeah.
didn't.
You just got beat.
Yep.
Yeah.
It
just
was
got
bound to
beat.
happen. I mean, he's been nails all year.
Yeah.
And even Chase Shores went out there and did his job.
You look good.
Yeah. So
I mean, again,
Which
it's like
he
you almost
needed.
didn't
He's
want to.
been-
You almost didn't want to take him out, but you're doing the left on left thing.
and
You've
it
been
worked
working
the
all week,
entire
and it
weekend.
worked that time too. Is what we talked about too. Like
Yeah.
that was a cheapy ass.
It
hit.
was.
The love like
yeah. And it just, I mean, the umpires did not lose you the game, but the umpires were incredibly frustrating the entire weekend. And I think that has been a topic like throughout the entire SEC.
So I do think that's one of the reasons why
okay.
it was such a well-pitched weekend. That strike zone was
It was friendly.
For both sides.
Yeah,
though.
You gotta
it was
look at
both
It was
sides.
friendly for both sides.
It was both sides. But
Go
the
look at the
one that
stats.
like, the one, so not to like hang on one situation or anything like that, because again, like 7 runs on the weekend's not going to win you anything. But the one that really made me mad was Friday night, or I guess, no, not Friday night.
It was
I'm all
Saturday
messed up
game
now.
1. It's
Yeah, the
okay to
first
call it
game
Friday night. It's Saturday game 1.
Saturday game 1.
I always
Zach
call it Friday
Cowan
too, yeah.
like threw 2 straight down the middle that
Yeah.
he called balls, and Hayden Schott ended up that same at bat, threw 2 down the middle, and then the next pitch he hit for the lead run. Like he batted in the lead run with that. So that's the only thing I'll dwell on. But I mean, it just, I don't know, just a very disappointing weekend because,
Well, because you had it.
yeah,
I mean, Ianson did this heroic lift
yeah,
to put you in the spot, and then you were right there, 4 outs away. And but again, it goes around, comes around. You did it, Tennessee. Now you get
Yeah.
down to you. It happens. At least you got the 1. Now you got to take 2 or 3 off of Arkansas.
And with the exception of who is usually incredible in center field, the exception of the 2 drop balls from Chris Stanfield, the defense was great too.
Yeah.
So Just a well-played game, but they beat you. And it's very disappointing, but it is what it is. They're playing for something, too, though.
Oh, yeah, they got to get. They had to get to a certain amount.
Yeah,
of
it was the
wins,
opposite of
for
last
sure.
year. They were the desperate wounded animal.
Yeah.
And it went like last year did.
So I got out of the car. I got out of the car. It was 4-3. I was listening on the radio. So I try to rush in, see if I can turn the TV on real quick, and I knew it wasn't good because I got a text from Billy Lucci.
Oh, like as you were turning on the TV?
That would have really just pissed me off.
Boom.
Oh,
no. The boom would have just made me so mad. That would have made me so mad.
Why don't you go blow some bubbles, you baby back?
Yeah,
that
is. Never mind.
That big bubble blowing vibes. I know that's y'all's guy, Billy Lucci. Big.
Oh, Billy Bubbles. That's what I call him.
I'm gonna call him Billy Bubbles.
Big bubbles for him.
He's gonna hate it.
Go blow some bubbles, Luch.
Bubble Lucci.
I love Bubble Lucci, but damn, I'd be so pissed if he would have texted me that.
Well, we've been talking earlier in the series. So.
Again, though, I mean that's but again, that pain that you feel means we got the good baseball going on.
Yeah.
Which is exciting. And here's to hoping that we'll have some more celebration, not pain this weekend. Yeah. All right, let's go to break. Alondra, is this your only segment? You sticking around for again?
I can stay for like a little bit.
Okay. One positive. We don't have to hear those announcers anymore this year.
Oh my gosh, that's
true. That's the last one.
I mean, I get that. Like if they do an LSU game, you're generally going to have maybe like a Todd Walker, like an LSU guy.
It wasn't even like it wasn't that. It was that, but it was like.
I just thought they were. I did think they were a little extra heavy.
For sure, but it was like also like if you're gonna like sure, Lynn and Ben are gonna lean LSU, but they still do a great job.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean also
We're
Lynn
spoiled.
and Ben is that's
we're so spoiled.
But I was like I'm muting like the TV. It was that bad.
Okay, so really quick, Willie Green's burner asked if I'm defending Chase Shores. I mean, all I said was that he did his job.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, some people are trying to hate on Chase. Chase Shores played well. He came in.
He was okay, but you go look at his last three. He needed an outing like this.
That's what I'm
his
saying.
last three was awful.
No, that's what I'm saying. He came up with that huge strikeout when he needed to there at the end.
He was a lot better than he had been.
I mean, we've criticized Chase Shores on this show.
I thought he was going to fall apart.
Yeah,
I did too, because that's what he's done in his last 4 outings.
He did his job in this outing, yes. If you call that defending Chase Shores. But I wasn't really defending or.
Well, he deserves. I don't understand it. He deserves to be defended after yesterday. It was good. It was a great outing. Good.
But there's nothing to defend him against, I guess is my point.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
You're right. All right, when we get back, more OTB. Keep it up.
Off the bench.
Did his job. He gave up double through ball 5 feet behind a guy's head. After he gave up and then he struck him out. He threw it 5 feet behind his head and then he struck him out. So who cares? He didn't give up double. He gave it the single and then he advanced him on that. Yeah, whatever. Doesn't matter. Gordon McKernan injury attorneys, get Gordon, get it done. 888-8888. That's what you call if you need somebody who's going to stand up and fight for you when you get into an accident and get you what you deserve. Those big insurance companies, see, the thing is, they don't like to pay, do they? And they feel like they can lean on you, take advantage of you because they got billions, and what do you got? You're over leveraged to your gills with a mortgage, house car payments, and freaking diapers. So get Gordon and get somebody who's going to fight for you and get what you deserve. GetGordon.com is the website. You can call them at 888-8888. Get Gordon and get it done today.
Great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
It's not just a game, it's a religion. You've got your team colors, team swag, and now your very own website, LouisianaSports.net. Everything LSU, Saints, and Pelicans. Sports on demand. In-depth coverage by sports writing pros with continuously updated news. And with the LouisianaSports.net newsletter, you get pinged directly with top trending stories. Best of all, now and always, no paywall. It's free. LouisianaSports.net, powered by 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge. Your home for Louisiana sports.
Man, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Bend Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972. Service Chevrolet Cadillac, our family serving your family.
For over 50 years.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
At Atmos Energy, our Smart Choice solutions help customers save energy and emissions with rebates up to $500 off high-efficiency natural gas appliances, smart thermostats, and weatherization upgrades. Together, we're fueling our energy future.
Welcome to the 7th ranked morning sports show in America. Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob.
What's happening, y'all? Welcome back. Willie Gray Browner said, would you be comfortable putting Jordan's close out a regional or a super game? I wouldn't. No,
that's not what we're saying.
That's not the point. But also, like, you would feel comfortable with Zach Cowan, and look what just happened. It's freaking baseball. Get over it, guys. Okay, it sucks. It sucks ass.
Again,
Straight
it
up.
happened for us last week against Tennessee.
Yes, exactly. So it is what it is. I just hate that it almost did feel a little inevitable after, like, it was like to be, because it felt like you basically spent 48 hours straight in that exact setting. Just a tightly, which great baseball all around. I mean, high tension, but like, damn it. Oh, well.
Shout out to Tennessee. They dropped another series.
See, I don't like that, though. Now that you
Texas
beat
got
them,
swept.
you want them to do. I know, yeah. So how about
we
that?
talked about Arkansas
But we got
earlier.
Arkansas.
But now we got Arkansas next. So that we talked about that earlier too. I don't know how to. A lot of double-edged swords in play right now when it comes to how to feel about the SEC.
Yeah, I mean, to be cliche, that's the SEC.
Again, Gulf says how many runs. George gave up 1 run, but again, where gets the weak contact from Lavalette? If you get him out at first, it's 0. But whatever. It's baseball. Move on. Sucks. Alondra, any Cinco de Mayo plans when y'all get in tonight?
I don't know. Maybe go get a margarita, I guess.
Duh. You
celebrate.
better. You have to.
Yeah.
I
kind of forgot it was Cinco de Mayo.
You did?
Yeah.
I didn't, because I went through a full existential crisis earlier, and I decided the only way to make it through it was to play with my kids by watching Star Wars and having a margarita tonight. Yeah. Together as a
You didn't do
family.
that yesterday?
No, we were traveling all day.
That's disappointing.
We were traveling all
Did
day. It
anybody
sucks.
go to the Jordan Davis performance in the indoor?
No.
For the Bayou Traditions ago?
Yeah.
No. No,
Brittany
I wanted to
went.
go. I wanted to, but I ended up traveling. I was supposed to go, and it seemed like it was probably pretty awesome.
Yeah. It looked fun. Brittany had fun.
I bet it was.
A ton of people up in there because I went and did the softball game Saturday. I mean, parking lots were blocked off, everything. I mean, it was a lot of people up in there.
I just can't believe, like, what, is he not training in Philly right now?
So I saw Sinners
Yes,
Friday.
the offseason. Okay. Yeah, you're right. That's what that joke deserved. Okay, yes. So what did you think, Alondra?
I loved it.
It's very good.
I thought it was a great movie.
It's very, very good.
Loved all the music in it.
Ludwig.
Yeah. Michael B. Jordan looked real good.
Yeah, I told you, he
looked real good.
He is just.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one of the finest men. Like in that movie specifically, because so after I liked it so much, I went and I watched Creed on the airplane, and I can't give a good review of Creed because I was going to in and out of sleep the whole time. But even in Creed, like he's jacked, right? He's something like Black Panther. He's always jacked, but now that he's a little older, and he's got a little more kind of age on him, I think he's achieved his peak hotness.
He looks amazing.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's a great movie.
It really is.
There's one part that I didn't
It's funny
like.
because I specifically was raving to my wife about how much I love that part.
Yeah.
And you thought it was a bit
And
odd.
also, like, the movie's not as sexual as the trailers and, like, social media make it out to be.
I agree. Like all the Josh Allen jokes
so
and
that's
everything.
why I was kind of turned off from it. That's why I was kind of like, I'll wait for it to come out on TV. Like, I don't really care. Because I thought it was going to be super
Oh, no. It's like
dirty.
not sexual at all,
No.
actually.
Like, at
Barely.
all.
No.
Yeah. So, I liked it.
It's
I really enjoyed it.
I think it's a very, very good movie. Yeah. I think I'm still on the side of I think I like it a little more because I mean I would even be I might give it like a 10 out of 10 in my book, which I rarely hand out. And I know a lot of people aren't there, but
I'm kind of with you though.
But it's freaking good, dude.
If not 9.5.
Yeah.
Because
shout out Cougs.
I really liked it.
D-Bob can never get to 9.5.
Yeah.
Shout out Cougs. 9-inch King, baby. Don't hate. Who's our new 9-inch King member?
Was it Tyler Shuck?
No, it's
no. You told me the other day.
There was somebody.
Stutzman?
Because he was also, because you
I
were
think
like,
it
he's
was
also
Stutzman.
6'3".
Yeah.
No, it was Danny Stutzman.
Stutzman.
I knew it was the
Okay.
Saints draft class. I couldn't think who it was.
Psycho white boy. Let's go.
Let's see what Tyler Shuck is, though.
Okay, guys. I'm going to get ready to leave.
All right, Alondra.
Hey, you have fun.
Happy Cinco de Mayo. Happy travel day. Be safe.
Thanks for having me for
You and your
a
family
second
have
and a
fun
half.
with whatever it is you're going
My
to do.
family's not going to be there.
Enjoy Dallas, whatever y'all are getting into over there.
All right. I'll see y'all later.
Enjoy the CMAs.
Yeah.
It's also not the CMAs. Enjoy
the
the AMCs.
ACMs.
Enjoy the ACMs.
You're almost there.
Tyler Shuck is 9 3/4, Alondra, just in case you need to know that on the way out.
Almost a 10-inch King.
Almost. Not quite. Safe
10-inch
travels.
loser. More like.
Still looking for somebody to be a grown man and have over 10 inches. That's not a, like,
Shooter
O-lineman.
Sanders. That's your guy. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know how big Shooter Sanders hands are.
9 3/8.
Oh, okay. Shut up. What about Cam Ward?
If you give me...
His aren't going to be crazy big, I wouldn't think.
Cam Ward is 9-inch on the dot.
See, there you go.
Oh, we are up. We are so up, boys. 9-inch Kings all over the place. Let's go, man.
Man, he's pretty. He's a tall feller to have 9-inch.
Who?
Cam Ward.
How tall is Cam Ward?
I thought Cam was like...
I thought he was like 6'1".
6'1", yeah.
I thought he was like 6'3", 6'4".
Is he 6'3", 6'4"?
Nah. He's like 6'1".
I don't know.
I mean, I met him. He felt tall. 6'2".
Okay. Yeah. Okay, shout
I mean,
out Cam Ward.
6'2" is tall, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Not short.
But I mean, also like Stutzman 6'3", I'm 6'3". We all have 9-inch hands. Seems pretty normal to me, bro. Again, you are the freak, not me. Coming up next, more OTB.
Off the bench.
Tommy's Windows, Doors, and Siding. GEAUXTommys.com. GEAUXTommys.com. You go to Tommy's, you're going to see the difference. Clearly.
Maybe I am the freak. Will Campbell's only 9.5.
I mean, no. Stop. There's no maybe about it. Like, what are we talking about? If we're talking about the actual outlier measurement, you're an outlier for any height, much less your height. And if you want to heighten your home, it's not like human beings where you got to break your femurs or whatever. You just call up Tommy's. They're going to bring your home to the next level with some Hardy Plank or vinyl siding, wood or vinyl windows, any type of door. Energy efficient options with lifetime warranties that save you money over time. Go Tommy's.com.
Go to the website today, GEAUX, and you can check out testimonials of past clients. All right there on the homepage of the website. You can get a gallery of work, what they've done in the greater Baton Rouge area, but always remember they can customize your job to what you're looking for as well. Go Tommy's.com.
At Atmos Energy, our smart choice solutions help customers save energy and emissions with rebates up to $500 off high-efficiency natural gas appliances, smart thermostats, and weatherization upgrades. Together, we're fueling our energy future.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected. Supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team. And backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one. You. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972. Service Chevrolet Cadillac, our family serving your family.
For over 50 years.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar.
Welcome to the 7th ranked morning sports show in America. Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob.
Yo, what's happening, y'all? Welcome back to OTB. Wrapping up hour 2 here. We got weekend winners. Coming up next, we got a Tay-Tay NFL story of the day as well. Looking forward to that. Wait, we got... Okay, this counts. I was going to say we need to get back to our Cinco de Mayo playlist, but then this will play.
Hispanic trap music?
No, you don't remember this song? This is a banger.
No.
This was when I was in high school.
This is, I would say this is more, this is like
Carlos
R&B.
Santana.
R&B?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, but it's got more of an R&B sort of feel to it.
I mean, this was on the playlist.
Yeah.
Burnt CD. Sometimes I do forget how young Tay-Tay is compared to me.
It's because he's got
I'm pretty young.
He's got an old soul a lot of times.
I know.
I'm 28.
So when I was making this burnt CD, you were 6, is my point.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's like the memes going around about Belichick and his girlfriend. Have you all seen those? Of course, Antonio Brown. I don't know if he was the first to do it, but he's.
You talking about the baby picture or the 2000?
Well, it says yes. Bill Belichick and his girlfriend in the year 2000.
Oh, I don't like that
and
one.
And it's Belichick. It's like year 2000. He's like a man. He's coachy, blah blah. And then it's just a baby.
Don't like it.
Oh man. Do y'all think that Taysom Hill is going to play this season?
No. Well,
refresh me. When did he get hurt? So Nick Underhill, I was just reading New Orleans on football, and there was a kind of throwaway line about this where he re-highlighted a quote that did worry me at the time where Mickey Loomis was talking about it, and they asked about his recovery, and he was basically like, look, he suffered a pretty serious knee injury.
It was in December. I don't have the exact date, but December.
Do you think we've seen Taysom Hill play his last year in a Saints uniform?
Well, that's the thing. Like, are we going to set an over-under? Because, he might play 2 games at the end of the year if you're in contention and you need something. But, let's say he's back in 10 months, which is doable now with the ACL.
Oh, for sure.
That's what a lot of people do. You're probably late October, and that's if everything goes well. And what if you're already bad by then?
Yeah,
Taysom actually play?
Do you force Taysom Hill to play the final 2 games because you feel like you're paying him, or I don't know? Especially what if you're competing for the first overall pick?
Mm-hmm.
And Arch Manning and Garrett Nussmeier have both thrown for 45 touchdowns apiece at that point. I ain't putting Taysom back in.
Somebody in the chat, perfect point. Taysom will play 3 amazing games in November, then get hurt again.
Even though,
it's going back to his BYU days, unfortunately.
Yeah. Even though, I don't think Arch is coming out this year. They've been saying, right?
No, but even if he doesn't, look at the quarterbacks that are.
Manning is right because Eli and Peyton both went 4 years, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been. I think they've been pretty upfront. Maybe something changes, but
the main thing with Arch is they said they wanted him to start multiple years in college.
Yes.
So this year and next.
Doesn't matter, Nuss, whoever it's going to be. If you're really bad and there's 3 games left and Taysom is healthy, I legitimately don't know if you play him.
I don't know why you would.
Brandon Hollers, get ready to see Taysom in a Broncos uniform.
Yep.
Oh, for sure.
True. All right, hour 2 in the books. Let's kick off hour number 3 with weekend winners. I still want to talk a bit about Tyler Shuck. We got our NFL story of the day as well. Keep it locked on OTB.
Off the bench.
Man, remember those first 2 games last season?
How good the offense was? High. You were reading the Carfax.
How about them Cowboys? Go to TrashRangers.com, and then the entire season, where did it go? To the dump. Well, good thing I got Trash Rangers. Had all the room in the big roll-off dumpster to fit all of Loomis's ego in there. Amazing.
Took all 3 sizes, but we got it.
Yeah, we got it. Now, look, man, if you need residential trash pickup and you're in Livingston or Ascension, you're lucky because you get to make a choice about who handles your trash pickup. You're not forcing a contract with national guys that don't give a damn about it. You can go with your neighbors. Get that red can. Hassle-free trash removal. Reliable. They text you the day before your day. You never forget again. If you're a business owner, you need front-load dumpsters empty anywhere from 1 to 6 days a week. Or you need a giant 10, 15, 30-yard roll-off dumpster. They're the best. They roll it up to you. They roll it out. You don't lift a finger. TrashRangers.com.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Man, Age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972. Service Chevrolet Cadillac, our family serving your family.
For over 50 years.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a smart way to manage your money and time. Gulf Coast Bank and Trust, the bank that cares about you.
Good morning. It's at 9 a.m. here on Monday, May 5th. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect cloudy skies with a high of 81. In hour 3 of today's show, we'll have weekend winners at 9 a.m. Then we'll close things out with Ask the Bench. If you missed hours 1 or 2 of the show, you can catch it in the on-demand section at 1045ESPN.com. You can also follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN and watch us on YouTube at the 1045 ESPN channel. Hour number 3 of Off the Bench, live from the Mercedes-Benz Baton Rouge studios, starts now.
Let's go, baby, let's go! All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
Yeah, 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 yeah!
Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
Yeah, they said I gotta come off the bench.
Now, here's Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
Welcome back. Man, I did not expect to, during the commercial break, find an opinion from J.D. Vance that me and him are in lockstep with. But, God, this is a weird Twitter hole I've fallen into now, thanks to the chat. There's some guy, Posebek, I don't know how you say his name. I do remember in my more firebrandy political days, I used to tweet at him all the time, like calling him soft, and he ended up blocking me.
Who'd you call soft?
This guy, like Jack Posebek. I don't know exactly how you say his. I don't know. I don't even fully know his story. He just used to, I don't know. He used to like talk about being an alpha and stuff like that, and I don't know. I don't like him. But he tweeted, the prequels sucked because they were poorly made by George Lucas, who only had a small role in the original series, which Damn it, Jack. This is why we got into it in the past. Because of stupid-ass comments like that.
That is insane.
The man who wrote, directed, and conceived of the entire original trilogy only had a small role? Are you freaking dumb? He wrote New Hope. Now, I get what he's saying, right? At least in the originals, there maybe were some like checks and balances, and he had to work within budget constraints. So he had to get creative. Like, I understand that, right? He didn't have just the full rubber stamp that he had in the prequels where he could do whatever the hell he want. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard, Jack. And then he said go ahead.
I was going to say, I'm also of the opinion that after they got divorced with his wife, Marsha, who also had helped him a lot.
Yeah, she was his editor.
Yeah, and I think losing her in the prequels also had a big effect as well.
I think, and then he says the sequels suck because they're abominations made by Disney committees and J.J. Abrams since. I kind of actually do agree with some of the committee stuff. I think Disney is so focus group tested right now that they're making their movies antiseptic. And yeah, they should never gone back to J.J. Rise. But then J.D. Vance saying prequels were underrated in response to the tweet. So, you know what, JD? I'll say it. Thank you. I agree. Prequels were underrated. They've aged well. I think maybe what went wrong was him taking a big swing, right? Like, you don't ask somebody who revolutionized filmmaking with sound, with THX, like, who revolutionized filmmaking with special effects, with the original trilogy. You don't ask that guy to just do the same thing again. No, he wanted to break new ground. And so he did completely new stuff. Bro, they invented digital film editing for that movie. And shooting it all on digital. It's insane. It's actually insane how well those special effects hold up, considering the fact that they were just inventing them as they were going along. If you're a fan of that kind of stuff, there's the original Light and Magic documentary series, 6 episodes. They just dropped 3 new episodes, and it's about the prequels. Well worth checking out if you're a fan of that stuff. Anyway.
The trade war stuff from the Phantom Menace, it is pretty funny, too, how that kind of correlates a little bit to current times.
You know, it's funny because we used to rip on it for being too dense, and I do understand that. It's a far cry from there's a rebel spaceship and the princess is in trouble. But it's aged well.
It has.
It's aged well.
Now, episode 2, we can there's a lot of things to pull apart on that one.
Which is crazy because I loved episode 2 in theaters.
I did too, and I was like, when I was younger, I was like, man, episode 2 is the best, and I think it's because I just didn't even really watch the parts where it was just Anakin and Padme just having their little romance affair thing.
It's tough to appreciate the awkwardness of those supposed to be romantic interactions when you have no romantic interactions yourself.
Yeah, all I remember is the amazing, battle in Geonosis. Like, that's all I remember, really.
Oh, bro. Geonosis. What you mean? Yes, of course, spilling in the lightsaber fight with Yoda and everything. Yeah.
Jango Fett stuff.
The Jango Kenobi battle on what's the planet? Camino, thank you. The episode 2 had a lot of high highs.
It did.
A lot of high highs. All right. I'm sorry, Jake and Taylor. I apologize. I'm not meaning to leave y'all out. I just wanted to talk. I needed to talk some Star Wars at some point today since I didn't get to do anything yesterday.
I only picked up about 30% of the words that were even said. I didn't recognize 70% of the things that were like, was that English?
I know.
I knew they were going back and forth, and so I just let them be. Just let them finish.
Let it happen.
Like my wife at the Leonard Skinner concert.
Just let him finish.
Just let him finish. Yeah.
He'll be done eventually.
And then Revenge of the Sith is actually good. Revenge of the Sith is actually objectively good. All right, at the end of the show, I will give you once again, my 9 Skywalker saga rankings. But yeah, Jack P. Pabesek, you suck still. I'm glad that you blocked me. You're still a soft ass. Okay? I don't care how many millions of followers you got on Twitter now, just pandering, you sycophantic loser. Saying George Lucas had little to do with the originals, you idiot. I hate you more than ever. All right. Now, let's get to our weekend winners.
That's how winning is done.
That's right! We can't have anyone freak out there, okay? We've got to keep our composure. We've got too far.
I'm by winning. I win here and I win there. Now what?
Are you doing what it takes to win a championship?
Wow, winning.
Well, then I guess there's only one thing left to do.
What's that? Win the whole thing.
All right, somebody else start here. Who wants to start? Who's got a winner for me, baby?
I got a weekend loser. I know I always kind of hate to start out with a loser, but
jeez.
I know. But Michigan, Jerome Moore is going to be suspended for 2 games for the Connor Stallion stuff. So Harbaugh, coaching the Chargers, don't you touch Harbaugh. But Jerome Moore's getting 2 games from the fallout of all the Connor Stallion's advanced scouting scandal.
I feel like the loser here is the NCAA.
One of them's going to be, so it's going to be.
Go away, bro. Nobody cares.
The suspensions will be for Michigan's Week 3 and Week 4 games against Central Michigan and Nebraska.
Again, though, am I off base here? Do any of us care? Didn't you suspend Harbaugh for 4 games already? Like, what are we doing? This is just the one thing where you feel like, because you know Michigan's not going to fight back. See, this is why you don't work with the NCAA. They're literally punishing Michigan just because Michigan has already said that they'll cooperate.
Yeah. Yeah.
They just want to. They just want to win. They just want to be like, look, we actually did enforce something. We did it again.
And it's like, it's not even a win.
No.
So I don't know. They open up with New Mexico, and then they go on the road to Oklahoma. So I guess they're like, okay, we can't do New Mexico because then you miss Oklahoma. But still, like, missing Nebraska's not great.
No, I mean, that's probably the closest. I mean, yeah, that could get frisky, but I don't know, man. Matt Rule, you got to come through, baby. I'm down. I'm down on the Corn Hub. I mean, what was their best win last year? Colorado? They played Ohio State very well.
Yeah, and that was week 2.
But every time they ran into a good team down the stretch, they seemed to get worse and worse as the year went on.
Yeah, they beat Colorado week 2, but like those teams definitely trended in the opposite direction after that game.
A lot of people saying weekend loser the Kentucky Derby. Is that because? Why is that? I mean, why?
I don't understand why. I mean, it was a terrible weather.
Maybe because your bet lost. I thought the pageantry was great. It was a very fun race.
Journalism lost.
Is that because, as Mario would say, sober virginity won?
So virginity won. Do we have that clip?
I'm gonna grab it.
Grab that clip.
Oh, shout out to my guy Mario. He wasn't feeling great that day, if you remember. He had his hood on. He left work that day.
Hoodie Mario.
It was cloudy Mario.
Well, also, I mean, it's also a deal where that can just happen with words. But like, what many people probably don't appreciate online too is that Mario speaks 2 languages fluently. So, who am I to clown on his pronunciation of anything?
How many words I mess up every single day, and I talk for 6 hours a day.
All right, so if you don't know what we're talking about, so Sovereignty won the Kentucky Derby on Saturday.
And this is the first thing I thought of.
And Jake, I know, and now it's all. Now my phone's just blowing up right now.
I didn't know it's gone. It's got 1 million views.
Yeah,
I didn't
it's gone
know that.
Viral once again.
I didn't know that.
But here is our own Mario Jerez. Well, just play the clip.
So virginity a thing? Like, didn't they teach me that in history class?
Isn't it what?
So virginity. Sovereign virginity.
What are we talking about?
Isn't that a term I learned in history class?
Sovereignty?
Like sovereign virginity.
I don't have headphones on right now. Can I not?
Sovereignty.
I
don't know what that is.
You just said sovereign. Yeah, it was an extension of that. Sovereignty.
I'm putting sounds together that I've never heard smashed together. So it's like it's breaking my brain trying to figure out if it's a word. Is it something they're making
Supreme power or authority. Sovereignty.
Oh, sovereignty.
Sovereignty.
There's no way that's what you were trying to say.
I mean, again, sovereignty. It makes sense from a pure reading and pronunciation standpoint.
Yeah, shout out to our guy Mario.
I was at a wedding.
That gave me a good laugh this weekend when he won, and I'm like, Mario.
I thought it was because I did have headphones on.
No, I was at a.
I had no idea what he was trying to get to.
So confused.
About a year ago, I was at a wedding. Like one of Victoria's friends was getting married, and it's you stand there like the final send off. You know, like everybody cheers when they leave the reception and all that. We're standing there, and some girl like that I've never met in my life is looking at me from across the aisle.
Hey,
and she's like, "Hey, I know you." I was like, "Me?" She goes, "Yeah, you're the guy from that sovereignty video."
Oh
my!
no.
Yeah.
No! See, dude, that's what, man, you work your whole life. And that's what you get.
Yeah, you're the guy from that
You're
video.
the guy from the side. Hey, you're the guy that, made a joke about having sex with whiskey. Yeah. Yeah.
The best part is like you barely even see Mario who's doing all the talking. It's just like T-Bob's confused face like
I was trying to get there for my boy.
Yeah.
I just couldn't quite figure out what I was getting there for. I mean, wait, so the weekend winners has got to be the Winnipeg Jets, huh?
That was going to be my winner. So
you know the situation better than I do, so you take it away.
2 minutes left, Game 7. The St. Louis Blues are up 3-1. That is almost an impossible situation in hockey. Winnipeg pulls their goalie with 1:56 left in the game. They score their second goal, so it makes it 3-2. With 3 seconds left in regulation, they hit another goal to send it into overtime. In overtime, the first overtime period, nobody actually scores. Second overtime period, Winnipeg wins this game 4-3 to advance to the next round. So to go from 2 minutes left in the game down 3-1 to winning in double overtime.
Game 7, bro. I'm sorry to my little brother, Bo.
Oh yeah, he's in St. Louis.
Yeah, they're big Blues fans. Absolutely brutal way to go out. So where do y'all fall? Because this is the game that we must play in sports talk. Did the Blues choke? Or did the Jets win?
I think there's a bit of both, right? I mean, St. Louis was fired up, and maybe it's one of those things where it's like they threw everything they had at them for 58 minutes, and they had nothing left. And look, credit the Jets. They pulled their goalie with 2 minutes left, so they make one mistake and the Blues get a goal there. That's the end of the game. I mean, they took some risk, and it paid off for them. So, I think Winnipeg won it.
The goal's so nice, they scored it twice. Yeah, I mean, look, I agree there are times you can be more choky than others, but I'm always going to side majority with the people who go and win it.
Yeah, me too. Yep. Wasn't given to them.
Nope.
They, same game. They just went and took it.
Went and took it. It's not over until the fat lady sings. There's a lot of them in St. Louis.
You just call out St. Louis like that?
Yeah, bro.
Like
When
Charles
I went to the
Barkley
St.
in
Louis,
San Antonio?
when I went to the St. Louis Zoo when this would have been over a decade ago. But that was a gross set of human beings walking around. I'm just saying. I saw more kid leashes that day than I've ever seen in my entire life.
When was this?
2011, 2012,
I didn't think
2012.
I didn't think the kid leashes thing started.
Oh yeah,
that was
it was
still.
around.
Okay.
Oh, I used to be on a kid leash.
And look, okay, if
I like to run when I was young.
I was gonna say if you're on a leash, I'm not judging you, but I'm just gonna be honest. I do judge you, but I get it. Like, do your thing. If it's really what you have to do, that's all well and good.
In the 80s, a lot of people were on the kid
That's
leashes.
look again. I'm admitting to my judgment. I'm admitting to being an a-hole. I do judge when kids are on leashes.
How many times have you been like, oh my God, where's Bobby?
Yeah, I know. I get it. But and he's not necessarily like a full-on runner. He's a little bit of a runner, but not full-on. I get it. Like, again, I apologize for judging. I'm just being honest. But, man, the amount of obese people and sweaty wife beaters drinking Bud Heavies with kid leashes that I saw in that St. Louis Zoo that day has always stuck with me.
Something funny about them being in the zoo as well.
It was a hot day. Hot day. And St. Louis gets hot.
Oh, St. Louis, yes. Absolutely it does.
Just like New Orleans and in Baton Rouge. So, yeah, it was a hot-ass, humid day, sweaty zoo day. Just yellow-stained wife beaters, Bud Heavies, and kid leashes.
Hate all that. Weekend winner, the Washington Commanders. So Josh Harris bought the Commanders in 2023 for a little bit over $6 billion, right?
Yeah.
He had you had the worst owner in the NFL.
Yeah, easily the worst owner, yes.
So you finally get him out of the way. So that's a win.
Haslam's like, watch out now.
Since then, he hires GM Adam Peters. He hires Dan Quinn as the head coach.
Yep.
He drafts Jaden Daniels.
Yep.
Won first playoff game in 20 years.
Wow.
Made the NFC Championship game. Announced a new $3.8 billion stadium. And now they're going to get the 2027 NFL draft.
Your stadium's 3.8?
3.8 billion.
Wasn't SoFi 2?
Feels like it.
And I know inflation's going to bump that number up, but 3.8 is crazy.
I want to say there's
maybe
one that's
Minnesota.
4.
Minnesota's was a lot.
like a new one. That's not finished yet. Maybe that's 4. But yeah, they're going to get the draft.
The construction for SoFi is estimated between $5 and $6 billion.
Oh, okay, never mind. My bad. Jeez, my bad.
Including development is what it says. Estimated including development.
Not like a lot around SoFi. So, the NFL studios are there, but yeah, DC is going to host it. It's going to be in the National Mall, I think, is where the location is going to be. It's going to be. I'm looking forward to that. It'll be fun.
That'd be super fun. What, you don't like Lambeau, dude? What's wrong with you, bro? The infrastructure may be a bit better suited to handling that draft crowd.
Pittsburgh's next year. Looking forward to that as well. Love Pittsburgh. Hopefully, Skeens
Steel City!
and the Pirates are in town that weekend.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ryan Smith says that's wild. The new Harry Potter ride at Epcot costs $1 billion. I know, and it looks awesome. That Ministry of Magic whole setup looks insane. It's also not at Epcot, but I get your point.
Well, he said Epic.
No, it says
I'm
Epic.
an idiot.
Yeah.
I'm an idiot. My bad. That's on me. Take a lap, Bob. Said Epic. My bad. Yeah, I'm really excited to read that. It seems like they were like, I feel like there's an evolution of rides where it's like almost, in my mind at least, almost starts with that original Spider-Man Odds of Adventure. Then you get to like Rise of the Resistance, and now it feels like the Ministry of Magic ride is like that concept where basically at this point you're just going through full movie sets.
Yeah.
Just full unbelievable movie sets experiencing crazy things. I can't wait. I'll take a lap, Brian. That's on me. I apologize. Have you all heard how much the new GTA is costing to make?
Oh, I mean, they've been making it since
it also got delayed.
So.
Yeah, I mean, but whatever. That's GTA.
Say GTL?
Estimated production cost $2 billion.
Really?
Wow.
Where'd you see that?
Over the weekend, a couple of different articles.
Oh.
And of course, GTA 5, I think the original budget was like around $250-300 million. And I'm sure you can tack on a few $100 million for ongoing updates and everything else. But GTA 5, the single most profitable piece of media ever made. I looked it up. It is now estimated to have made about $9.5 billion since it came out, Jake. Made for $250.
How much? I wonder.
Let's say made for $1 billion.
So they ain't worried about that $2 billion.
No. Like they are all in trying to say, okay, can we just throw the most money in the world, everything, and create the most addicting, greatest one we've ever made yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, and now, so a lot of Xbox is already announced, and a lot of other the Switch is going to be like the games are going to be $80. Like games are going up to $80 now. God. So I'm just wondering if GTA, because like 80. For me, GTA, I feel like GTA could charge $100 people, and they would still be.
It's going to be GTA is going to. I would have no doubt in my mind. Not no doubt. I believe there is a lot of scuttle that GTA will be $100, and the online might have like a subscription service type deal.
Yeah.
So, look, games stayed at 60 forever.
It did for a long time.
So eventually you had to go up a little bit. I do think, though, I'm going to be very interested to see what the tariffs do on these consumer prices when it comes to games and whatnot. And the only thing that sucks is, like, let's say the tariffs don't actually raise production costs, but they already set prices high because they were worried that it would. Companies aren't going to lower them.
No.
So
the Switch 2 did get a lot of backlash for their when they announced the price for it.
Yeah. I mean, they kind of get, was it $450?
I think, no, it's like $5, I think. $5 or $6.
Are you sure?
The Switch 2?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
For a Switch?
I don't know. We're going to have to look this up. Let's go to break. We're very long. Let's go to break, and we'll come back more.
Off the bench.
Go to BoudreauxElectrical.com, y'all. BoudreauxElectrical.com. You need a Generac home generator to keep your lights on when you need it. Protect your family. Keep your home safe. Well, that's where Boudreaux's comes in. They're your premier Generac dealers. They've been family-owned and operated since 1982. And you get more power, more precision, 24/7 monitoring, and they make sure that your system's good to go when you need it. So explore it now with storm season coming ahead, and we have great financing options available as well. Go to BoudreauxElectrical.com, BoudreauxElectrical.com.
Yeah, when you go to the website, remember you can get that quote right there, schedule everything online, top right corner of the website, but also pick up the phone, give them a call on the North Shore. That number is 985-397-1562 here in the greater Baton Rouge area, 225-300-9389. And like we mentioned, go to the website. You can schedule right there, top right corner at BoudreauxElectrical.com.
These ice cubes could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they cradle and cool the crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Nicely done, ice cubes.
You gotta believe in a dream. Believe. You gotta believe in a dream. Believe. You gotta believe. My whole team on wild.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972. Service Chevrolet Cadillac, our family serving your family.
For over 50 years.
When it comes to choosing energy for your family and your home, make the smart choice with natural gas. You can count on efficient and affordable natural gas to keep you comfortable and reduce your environmental impact to help protect our planet. Together, we're fueling our energy future. Atmos Energy.
Welcome in to the best morning sports-ish show around. Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob.
We just got chilly. Taylor, what did you want to say about some hockey, Coach?
Yeah, so Pete DeBoer, I don't know a ton
Any
about
relation
him.
to Kalen?
I don't know. Didn't ask him. The Stars won
Sounds
their
like a
series
bad
against the Avalanche,
job by
you know,
you.
to move
Yeah,
on
bad.
to move on to the next round. But something came up across the screen because this was a Game 7 victory. Pete DeBoer, in his coaching career, is 9-0 in Game 7s.
Good God.
I don't even know how that's possible.
See, you play 9 games and you win all 9, and you
sure.
get to
Here we
9-0.
Here we go.
That's right.
Well, yeah, you said I don't even know how that's possible.
9-0 in Game 7s. The Annie Doc Rivers. So I guess technically Doc doesn't make it a 7. Or no, he does because he's up 3-1 and then he blows it. Yeah. That's that. Okay, that is objectively crazy. It is wild to think about. Other sports action from the weekend: the Warriors getting it done in 7, beating that plucky Rockets team again. I know some people are like, "What do you mean? Houston was the favorite. They were the 2." I get all that, but
still the Warriors.
It's the Warriors with Jimmy, which is a much different team, and like all the experience in the playoffs. Yeah. Getting it done on the road, though. Impressive from Golden State. And then how about Halliburton and the Pacers? They just did the Cavs in Game 1. Cavs looking like the prohibitive favorite, but Tyree's so hot right now, and now his dad's not in the stand to cause any distractions.
People need to stop sleeping on Tyrese Halliburton.
Who, again, just won that stupid-ass, hating-ass poll for most overrated NBA player.
That was such a bad poll.
Tyrese Halliburton.
I don't care that they're like, these are
Your
NBA
dad is
players.
better than you.
They know more than you. Not on this, they don't. Nope.
And how many
Nah,
guys?
These are a bunch of dudes riding the bench just
Oh,
jealous.
yeah. Well,
hating,
they're jealous of Tyrese.
hating.
Tyrese Halliburton is one of the most underrated players in the league, not the most overrated.
Yeah, you might as well just change the name of that poll to the most disliked. It's probably just people that don't like him. Like, I don't like him, so I'm going to say he's overrated.
It was him, Giannis, and Jimmy Butler. So what are we talking about?
I mean, people give him crap because he didn't score 25 a night, but he doesn't have to. This is his game. I mean, he's a pure point guard. By the way, 5 of 6 on 3 the other day for Tyrese Halliburton.
Yeah. I mean,
pretty good.
Yeah, he's incredible.
And another former New Orleans Pelican, Buddy Hield, going out and
how about
he
it? So
went
he was the key, huh?
He was why they won.
9 3-pointers.
He was why they won that game. Steph Curry had 22, but Buddy Hield had 33, and 9 3-pointers. So he kind of carried them in the first half.
Was Nuggets Clippers Game 7 as well?
Yeah, Nuggets Clippers was.
So Nuggets ended up coming through.
Oh yeah, Nuggets just smashed them.
Proving
now the
once
Clippers
and for
scored
all,
a ton of points with the reserves in, so it doesn't look as bad. But
proving once and for all, fire your head coach a week before the playoff starts.
Apparently so.
Works every time. 99% of the time, it works every time.
That Game 7 that series, I guess I should say, between the Warriors and the Rockets, both teams scored exactly 728 points.
Damn, that's crazy.
You talk about how evenly matched?
The young guns and the old heads battling it out.
The exact same number of points.
Now, when does MVP voting actually get turned in? For the NBA, do we know?
I think right before the finals.
So
no, it's before then.
Is it before then?
This series, I guess my question is, we now have SGA and Jokic going against each other. Is this series actually going to decide MVP?
It says the MVP voting typically ends immediately after the regular season concludes.
Oh, so people have already voted?
I think so.
They just don't announce it.
Oh man, even more fascinating.
Media ballots are due April 18th.
Okay, never mind. So will this playoffs reinforce who gets it or make it look foolish? Because it's probably SGA.
Yes.
But what if Jokic? But even though Jokic, objectively had the best season ever.
Yeah, right.
It should have been Jokic.
But
like, oof.
They always have. It's always happened. I mean, it's happened a lot with LeBron, where it's like, LeBron should have probably won every
Malone
year.
got his MVP in the Jordan years.
Steve
as well.
Nash won a couple of years when Kobe probably should have won. So like it happens. Voters get tired of the same person. So
it's just like same situation. Nick Saban could have won SEC Coach of the Year every single year.
Should have won SEC Coach of the Year.
And he won it like
every
twice,
year. True.
or something.
That's a good point. That happened. I never thought about that. It does happen with like coaches, maybe more so than anybody.
Certainly in college.
Yeah. We'll see. All right, exciting stuff. All right, when we get back, let's do an NFL story of the day. Keep it locked.
Off the bench.
Hey, guys, go to centralplumbing.org, 925-8522, centralplumbing.org, centralplumbing.org. If you need any plumbing help, guys, we got 24/7 emergency service. We can take care of whatever you need because we've been around for 50 years. We've seen it all. We can fix it all, okay? Central Plumbing, You get flat rate pricing, licensed, bonded, and insured employees that they send you information about ahead of time so you know who's coming into your home. Great warranty once the work is done. Peace of mind every step of the way. And 24/7 emergency service. Go to centralplumbing.org today.
It is Central Plumbing, but remember, not only in Central and the entire greater Baton Rouge area, they can help you out 24/7, 365, weekends, holidays, game day. 225-925-8552 is that number. If you're looking to remodel as well at your home or your business, they can handle that no matter how big, how small, whatever the job is, everywhere in between. Go to the website today to get everything started, centralplumbing.org.
The Windsor Senior Living Community in Mandeville, Louisiana is a beautiful, vibrant apartment community geared towards seniors. They are nestled right in the heart of Mandeville, where seniors live a more carefree lifestyle in spacious apartments with the peace of mind that comes from having a little extra help. Call the Windsor at 985-624-8040 to schedule a lunch and tour. Come see how the Windsor can be your passport to peace of mind.
Men, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar, but instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Looking for the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Savor game day platters and snacks, plus drink specials at 1717 Kitchen and Cocktail. So come out for game day and let our team make you the MVP. The Queen Casino, where every moment is a win.
How quickly will this segment leave the rails? It's Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob.
Welcome back to OTB.
T-Bob, can I play a video in honor of Cinco de Mayo that I don't even know what it says? I just saw it come across my timeline here, and I have to.
Blind video?
It's a commercial.
I'm in.
It's a commercial.
I'm 1,000%
so it's not. There's not going to be curse words or anything, but I don't know.
What did it make? What made you want to play it?
You'll see.
Okay.
I think you'll see. Just because, like, Cinco de Mayo, this is not where my brain went.
Cinco de Drinko.
JTM's la carne de taco es muy deliciosa. Cause volte ahora sentir como se estupidares en Mexico. You see, JTM slowly kettle cooks with the finest meats and just the right seasonings. Then they quick freeze it so you can just heat and eat. Great for parties or when the gang's over to watch the football game. Buenos tacos, amigos.
It's the quickest, great taste you'll ever love. JTM.
For your holiday parties, pick up delicious JTM Grill or Kettle Cook products.
Here's a guy who can speak two different languages, even though he was born in the suburban U.S. Really impressed. The more you can do, we've always said that in this league. If you don't know, there was a young Chris Collinsworth doing his damnedest to speak Spanish in the beginning of that commercial.
I thought he did great.
Can you give it to me one more time?
Yeah.
El carne de taco es muy deliciosa. No se vote ahora sentir como se estuvieraras en Mexico. You see, JTM slowly kettle cooks with the finest meat.
So, I'm actually going to disagree.
You would never know that man was born in Dayton, Ohio.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't even know it was Chris Collinsworth.
I will say this. It is funny to see how times have changed where I don't know.
No,
because
couldn't do it.
And again, not because I don't even think like a lot of Mexican people would get upset. I think just, whatever people that get upset would get upset. But the mustache, he's got a poncho on, a fake mustache, and a sombrero hanging behind him as he is butchering the language of our southern brethren. And, but it did make me hungry for some Mexican food, dude.
It did its
I
job.
already was, dude. But, man, now I'm all thinking about is a sizzling cast iron plate of fajita meat. Little shrimp and steak. Oh, my God. Since it's Cinco de Mayo, here's how you lay out the correct fajita. Okay? So first you have your tortilla, obviously. We want to lay down our beans first as a bonding agent. Then we're going to go rice over the beans. So the rice is going to be spilling out everywhere. I generally will go meat next, one strip of steak, one shrimp. And then I'm going to go veggies on top of that, like the grilled onions on the plate. Then we are going to go guac, sour cream, lettuce, pico. And then we're going to sprinkle a little butter sauce on top of that. And then whatever the other little sauce is, little salsa-looking stuff that comes with it, we're going to do that on top of that. And then we're going to bite that piece of food, and it's going to be a top 5 bite of food of your life.
You don't go, like, how do you get the sour cream and guacamole on there in the top, though? Because I like to try to spread it out because I don't want it to be just in the middle of the taco.
I'm a little lazy. I don't do correctly spread out applications.
Okay.
So I'll have some bites with and some bites without.
I like to get the tortilla and get like a layer of sour cream on the tortilla before I start putting everything on there.
Yeah.
And then it also keeps
That's another
stuff
good
on
bonding agent. That makes sense.
Is, yeah.
That makes sense. So when do you do beans? Just on top of that somewhere?
Yeah, because I go black beans. I don't go refried. I go black beans.
Okay, so that's not going to bond as
No, it's not going to bond.
Yeah.
So either the guac or the sour cream is
that makes a lot of sense.
agent.
It's a very good call, actually. I've never
Guac,
considered that.
sour cream, salsa, doesn't matter. You better not put no damn chicken in your fajitas is all I'm saying.
Look, don't be upset.
I forgot about
Don't be
that.
upset.
Bro, that's still
Don't be upset because you're the only person that I've ever known to order
that.
chicken fajitas.
I'm assuming you've had chicken
definitely
fajitas.
ordered chicken fajitas.
Yeah, I have.
Thank you. Apparently everybody but T-Bob has.
I mean, combo for sure.
Yeah,
you gotta have
chicken.
multiple. Yeah.
Well, that's what I did. I went chicken and shrimp. And T-Bob just thought that was like.
I mean, getting no steak is a little.
I still think it's
but
the
that's
whitest
not
thing.
weird.
I think it's the
my
whitest
thing,
thing
though.
in the world to get chicken fajitas.
Here's-
I'll stand by it. I don't care.
I mean,
Maybe I'm wrong. I could be completely wrong. It's just how I feel.
I feel like steak is no more or less white than chicken. I mean, right? Like
Carne
there's one-
asada?
No, chicken's white.
Carne asada?
I mean,
Pollo? Pollo versus carne asada? No.
I mean, they're both pretty white.
Not at all, dude. Think about all the delicious cows that come from Mexico, dude.
They
The
probably have
rich
chickens
history
in
of cow
Mexico
farming.
too.
What?
They probably got chickens in Mexico. I've never been.
Yeah. No, I mean, obviously they do. But no, I don't know why I'm saying this, but I think steak is more Mexican than chicken. But obviously both chicken and steak are both high.
I would normally get steak, but here's the thing.
And to be clear, I don't think I'm right about any of this because like the majority of what we've heard when we've had these conversations is that I'm way out of pocket on all of this. I guess I'm just speaking to how my brain works.
For me, steak will make or break you at a Mexican restaurant. I didn't want to do that to any place I've been to the first time because there's a lot of bad steak at Mexican restaurants. It can get a little chewy.
That's the thing.
It can get a
Sometimes,
little chewy. Like, if I go to a place that I trust, I know it's
Chicken
good.
goes way more dry than steak does.
I do.
I'll get
Chicken
the
will get some
steak.
grizzles in it.
Chicken will get dry quick, make your head spin.
I'm kind of that way about steak. I want to give like a fair opinion of a place the first time. I'm not going to get the steak and be like, it wasn't that good of meat. Like, it's a Mexican restaurant. Steak's not going to be great.
Sometimes the steak is cooked too long and you bite into it and you can't get a
real
clean
chewy
bite through the whole piece of steak and then you end up just pulling the whole
But
piece out.
even then, steak tastes better than chicken.
Yeah, I agree.
So it doesn't matter to me. That's okay. I'll get it anyway.
It's not that I don't like steak fajitas. It's just I didn't get them that particular night, guys.
Whatever.
I don't remember. I was at the other end of the table, so I don't even know what you got. And
Exactly.
I was on Harlow duty that night.
Like, that's the thing, Jake. I don't know what anybody at the table got. And it bothered T-Bob so much. I'm like, I couldn't even tell you what anybody got. I don't know what Victoria got.
Because you are so incredibly white that when you order chicken, I assume it's unseasoned, which I know is not true because we're at a Mexican restaurant.
Yeah,
but I think
it's
they
unseasoned,
see you,
it's kind of on them.
and they're like, "Hey guys, table 32, make sure you don't put any salt and pepper on that, okay? He's not gonna like it, trust me."
I mean,
have y'all been back there since?
I have not.
No, I'm not.
No,
I don't think I've been out to.
Great,
we just haven't been out to eat a lot lately. We haven't been out to eat since.
Yeah,
it was super fun though.
That's a good spot.
Very good spot.
Bayou was great. It was okay.
Man, I wanted to now. Oof. God, there's one food I do love: some elote, some Mexican street corn. Got to get some of that today too for a little Cinco de Mayo.
God, you're gonna have to wear a diaper by the end of the day.
What are you gonna say? Hey, I ain't scared.
I know you're not. I know you're not.
I guess it just depends on how much I eat.
Well done.
Is that okay? I didn't know if you were going to mute me or dap me up.
Let's go.
No, that's good. That's
good.
Let's go. We up here on May 5th. All right. When we get back, we can get our Tay NFL story of the day. Keep it locked off the bench.
Off the bench.
Yes, guys, I understand all the irony of me calling out Taylor's whiteness as I am not only physically even more white than Taylor and how pale I am, but also from the suburbs of Atlanta, from Alpharetta, Georgia. Yes, I have no claim
wearing a
to
Grateful
anything
Dead
deeper.
hat.
Yes, a Grateful Dead hat and a Star Wars shirt. I am the literal pot calling the kettle white. I understand this, okay? I also understand that you want to go to Cool Pro HVAC, coolprohvac.com for all your HVAC needs, guys. You want to get your system checked out, make sure you're going to avoid any massive issues coming down the road, anything like that. Make sure it's just good to go for this summertime where it's going to be taxed. Well, call Cool Pro. They're local. They'll be out there immediately. They got you. And then in working with me, I'm like, damn, that was great. Some of you want to be a Pro Plan member. $99 a year. You get 1 hour service windows, priority scheduling, 24/7 monitoring. Go to coolprohvac.com today.
Yeah, T-Bot mentioned giving them a call. That number, 225-350-4397. Remember, no dispatch fee. 1 hour wait times. You can see exactly where your technician is. So you're not going to be wondering. You know exactly where he is, when he's going to be there. CoolProHVAC.com.
You work hard every day to pursue a life you love. You put in the time, and it shows. You're forging ahead, chasing a dream, creating something better for the ones you love. You're building your own life. So why not build your own tractor? With John Deere tractors and attachments for almost any need, the Sunshine team can help you do just that. Check out our current promotions and learn more about what it means to be powered by Sunshine at sunequip.com.
Baton Rouge's home for real rock. It's Eagle 98.1. Foo Fighters. Led Zeppelin. AC/DC. Pearl Jam. And the flagship home for LSU sports. Take us anywhere with the Eagle 98.1 app. Eagle 98.1 is the rock station.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary, for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play. with safety and tech to keep you connected. Supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team. And backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972. Service Chevrolet Cadillac, our family serving your family.
For over 50 years.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all.
Welcome back to more sports talk with some other stuff mixed in. Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob.
Hey, yo. What's happening, y'all? Welcome back to OTB. All right, guys, in honor of Cinco de Mayo. Wait, actually, real quick, Tay, give me no sounder on this. I don't need the imaging. Tay, give me NFL story of the day.
Obviously, Abdul Carter was drafted by the Giants, and his first order of business was to wear the number 56, obviously retired by Lawrence Taylor. He said he thought it was going to be really cool. Surprise, surprise, Lawrence Taylor told him no. Okay, no problem. He'll wear number 11, right? Nope. That's retired by Phil Simms. It appears that Abdul Carter just wants what he can't have in life. Phil Simms told him that he could wear it, but his family outvoted him and said, no, we would like to see it remain retired. So Simms was cool with it. Simms' family told him no, so he will not wear 56.
Sims is such a douche.
I was just about to say, so Chris Sims.
It was Chris Sims.
He will not wear 11 either.
Just about to say that.
And then so now he's like, oh, I guess I'm just gonna have Carter on the back of my jersey with no name. I mean, with no number. No, just pick a number that's not already retired, Abdul.
Why? Come on now, Abdul. Like, you can't be trying to wear LT's
You're not
number.
that guy yet, brother.
What are you going to be, the greatest defender of all time?
You're not that guy. And then you go from okay, well, that was
retired.
retired.
About Cam Ward, Warren Moon. I'm like, okay, good on Warren Moon. That's cool. I understand that. That's okay. Even the 11 with Sims, I'd have been like, okay, good on Sims. That's cool.
But
whatever.
You go from...
But trying to wear LT's number, are you high?
But you go from that to being like, all right, I'm gonna be cool. I'm gonna get another jersey out of retirement. Just pick any other number, Abdul. Like you're the guy that wants what you can't have. He'll probably ask to wear number 10 in honor of Eli Manning next. Like we'll see where this goes after this. But
I'm a bit confused though.
That's where Abdul Carter is.
I'm a bit confused as to why Phil Simms wouldn't be this only deciding factor as to who can wear his number.
But
how can his family out? Doesn't make any sense. He's the guy that had the number.
Maybe he's using his family as a nice excuse.
Maybe he was good with it, but he got outvoted.
To thread the needle, being like, you know, I mean, I would do it.
I would go do it, but like my kids.
Family is
No, I know, but like if your family goes to the game all the time, they want to see the jersey still retired. So it's like I guess I get it to an extent. But hey, Abdul, just pick another number, bud. There's probably plenty available. Just pick any other number.
Yeah. Wear one. I don't know. No,
Malik's got one.
Wears one now. Yeah, he traded from 9 to 1. Yeah, you can't wear that. Sorry.
I hate D linemen in single digits anyway.
Where's zeros? Anybody 0 on the Giants?
I don't know. You just can't wear 56 or 11. Pick any other number.
I can't believe he even presumed to wear 56.
Oh, he did that. It is like right after he got drafted, post-draft interview, he was doing a Zoom call, and somebody said, hey, what do you want? He goes, oh, well, 56 would be really cool. Like, Abdul, come on, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna go wear 9 for the Saints.
Yeah, exactly. Get out of here, dude. Except that, like, the difference being, like, LT's probably the greatest defender of all time, like, full stop.
Yeah, for
any
sure.
franchise.
I was just thinking of, like, Saints.
Yeah, like the
Drew's the best
untouchable
player
numbers.
in franchise history.
Yeah, like what if Shuck was like, I demand to wear number 9. Like, I have to wear 9.
Time to get the Shuck out of here.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Because Shuck wore 9 at Louisville, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, yeah. What if he's like, no, I have to wear 9?
No, he said 6 or 18. Which
No,
we
I know.
talked about.
I know,
Okay.
and that's
Is he
great.
going 6? What's Spencer Rattler?
I thought
changed
Rattler
to?
was 18.
Rattler is now 2.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
He's gonna have to get a sponsorship with some kind of
Did
oyster
he not have
place,
the chest
right?
to wear 18?
Rattler? No, he's kind of small.
He is kind of small.
I mean, 18's a big number.
Yeah.
You actually need
You gotta have a
Peyton
turtle
Manning.
back.
Yeah, you need Peyton Manning's big, like, broad self to pull off 18.
Yeah.
2's a much better number for Rattler.
Yeah.
Ask the bench. How many diapers and wipes do you go through in a week? I don't know, brother.
A lot.
It's been a lot. It's been a long time.
Depends on what I eat, really.
The worst, and T-Bob, you know this feeling. Like, you know, you try to breastfeed for as long as you can. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, whatever.
Yeah.
But like that feeling of
Caitlin told me I had to stop, though.
Yeah, it's okay. You can milk anything with nipples. When you set the formula and the diapers on there, and it's like one thing of formula, one thing of diapers, and the cashier's like, okay, that will be $72.97. And you're like, what?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what it is. Oh yeah, you know that world.
We're learning.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, congrats.
Yeah, you know that
A
world.
large box of diapers is like $75.
Yeah, welcome to the show.
Why are they that much? They're not even, they're barely made of anything. Why are they $75?
Because supply and demand there, Tay.
Because everything is expensive right now because we are going through an extreme inflationary period, it seems.
I remember my parents trying to go like the natural way diapers, like with the cloth, like with my older
cousin
brother.
did it, dude. My
The
cousin
cloth
did it.
diapers.
Yeah, and
We're considering it. We're
Yeah.
considering it solely because of how expensive diapers are.
after a couple weeks and the laundry and let's go get the diapers.
My cousin did it, though. She's kind of hippie, though. That's crazy.
You got so many cousins. I don't know which one you're
It's
talking
one of my
about. I
cousins.
mean, you got all the cousins.
I got a lot
I
of
meet
cousins.
so many people. Oh, I'm T-Bob's cousin.
Got a lot of cousins.
Shocker.
What do you know? Turns out that's a thing down the bayou.
Yeah. Great babysitters, the 2 or 3 that I've had.
Yeah, it's not any of them, though.
Okay.
But yeah.
Yeah.
We were awesome. Hashtag Ask the Bench. Will Scatterby transfer to the NFL? Well, translate.
Yeah, of course we will. Yeah. Have you seen that guy play?
So you're over the red flags pre-draft process?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good now.
Okay.
Ask the bench, hard or soft taco?
Soft.
Hard.
Oh, soft. Jesus. Hard.
Hard is just.
I love a good hard
I will
taco.
say though,
Soft in one area in your life.
the hard ones
Just
with
find one
flat
area in which you
bottom.
allow the softness to creep
I
in.
love the crunch of a hard taco.
Jake
though.
sleeps on a brick.
He does.
That's his pillow.
The hard ones with the
Just
flat
the
bottom are
spring-
nice.
The springs, no mattress on top. Just
Yeah. Egg crates.
Stiff sheets, but not for the same
Off the
reasons that
bench.
Jacks are. Go to K2Z window coverage. KTOZblinds.com. KTOZ Blinds. Excuse me, .com. That's the website for K2Z Interiors and Outdoor Living. And if you want to take your home to the next level, and really, look, nothing draws a room together like the correct drapery, shades, blinds, whatever the case may be. But we also, like, again, outdoor living options, right? You want to get some drop-down exterior shading for your outside, your backyard, to be grilling, chilling, hanging out, cutting down on glare, cutting down on cool, and really, the benefits are many. And so have Brandon Barton and his team out to your home, get that complimentary estimate, comes a complimentary installation as well. Bring your home to the next level, K2Z.
225-791-1220 is the number. Give them a call, tell them what you're looking for. But look, they're going to come to your home. They're going to know your space better than you do in like 5 to 10 minutes. They are truly the best. KTOZblinds.com.
Man, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
It's not just a game, it's a religion. You've got your team colors, team swag, and now your very own website. LouisianaSports.net. Everything LSU, Saints, and Pelicans. Sports on demand. In-depth coverage by sports writing pros with continuously updated news. And with the LouisianaSports.net newsletter, you get pinged directly with top trending stories. Best of all, now and always, no paywall. It's free. LouisianaSports.net. Powered by 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge. Your home for Louisiana sports.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972. Service Chevrolet Cadillac, our family serving your family.
For over 50 years.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.